Oh, wrong one. Hey, welcome to Courtesy Flesh. Tonight, we're going to be playing Star Trek. And tonight's episode is going to be, I believe, the season ender. But we'll see. We'll see how well they do. Tonight, we're going to be joined by, of course, the crew of the Thunderchild as I fade them in, and they're not talking about anything personal.
We're talking about manufacturing toilet paper and ammunition.
Mostly lead balls.
Mostly lead balls, though. So
Of course. Hopefully your butt is doing better. I hope so. It feels like it is, but that's a false alarm sometimes.
Okay, so this hot chocolate wasn't a complete failure. It's very coffee tasting. It does taste good.
That's what my parents said about me.
they did not say that.
You're 100%
They said
right.
total failure, not complete failure.
Ah, good point. Thank you.
Right. Yeah.
They're very deliberate in their words of call.
But yeah, tonight's episode
yeah.
will be an interesting one, as is usually the end of a season, of an era, and we'll see how well they do.
We're gonna die.
Probably. All right.
The only reason it's the end of the season is because the police were coming to arrest everyone at the studio.
they're like,
Series wrapped up, everybody.
They can't stop us all.
they're like, we've been getting enough noise complaints about actual gunfire and bullets leaving the studio lot, and
I'll be like, that's outrageous.
yeah, exactly. Oh man,
Immigration's here.
they all die, and that's just replaced by a bunch of people from the 1970s. Like they just continue,
Oh my
like...
god, that would be great. Like the studio hasn't died, and they just recast it very quickly.
That's a good idea.
Whoever suggested that gets producer billing.
Oh
Yeah, that's called producer thinking.
all right, let's pop on over to the thing, and let's go ahead and did you guys want to say anything before we start?
I'm scared of the future.
The future is now, old man.
Watch my videos.
I'm tired and I have to pee.
Oh,
Oh no.
just tired. We'll go pee and sleep.
Give all
So
your
give
money
me
to Jeff Bezos.
Take a nap
Bro,
while
give
you
that
pee.
shameless plug so I can get more views.
the shameless plug.
Yeah, I started recording.
Salt Spider has a new line of underwear.
Hell yeah, dude.
Called Salted, which you can find on his store.
Little
you
packets of
down
salt
there
in every
dry.
crotch.
It's,
Guaranteed.
it's pre-talcum powdered. Let's see here. What is where I totally fucked up and I had my. I do this. This is what happens, everyone. Here, this is a
He
look.
was ready for it. You fuck.
Sweaty balls.
No, you know how I'm the kind of person who doesn't like to have a ton of windows open on my computer. And so I'm like, oh yeah, I need to. I'm going to close this, and everything else because I like having things clean on my desktop, except for my icons.
Yep.
I'm terrible with those. But I did that, and I closed out all of the stuff I wanted to play in the background. So oops. Let me just reopen that there and try that again. Sorry, I had this all set up, and then I was just like, perfect, and I close it. What am I typing in?
It's okay.
I hope you guys are doing okay.
I'm doing
Yeah.
great. How about you, Mike?
By the way, if you want to waste of time, Mike was on the latest BPL podcast, which now has another episode, so you can waste twice the time.
Twice.
Twice the time.
We slowed it down, so the whole episode is like 6 hours long, and it's just so one.
Yeah, there was one great comment where someone's like, Tex, you talk so much, I want to watch the whole episode, but I watch it at 4 times speed. And one guy answered to that. Well, there's people who do that.
Wow.
There's one guy who responded to that and said, no, man, I watch it at 25% speed.
That's great. Okay. I think I got everything up. Hopefully it doesn't crash on me. All right. So, you guys are returning. Let's get this thing open here. After a long journey and defending the Klingon neutral zone, the crew of the Thunderchild is returning to Earth.
Earth.
Yeah. So after such a long journey and all of the fighting, they are finally returning to Earth for the sad part of most people's tour of duty, which is reassignment and, in the case of the Thunderchild, decommission. Woo! The captain, who is not very, most people aren't very happy about this, but there has been a decommission order for almost all the Miranda-class vessels and the Essus-style vessels, which I forgot what the name of those were. And the new style of ship that everyone's getting at this point is going to be Constitution-class and Oberth-class style vessels. And this is really loud. Let me turn you down. Sorry. And right now the captain and everyone is just sort of somber. I mean, you guys have just spent the last month along the Klingon border without any conflict or really anything to do. Surprisingly, Beersky 3000 is actually a pretty damn good bartender if you can tear yourself away from his conversation, which usually happens the second you walk up to him. But if you order him to drink, he makes whatever drink you want, and he does it really well. The crew and cargo are currently under investigation, and they were dropped off at a deep space station to undergo investigation for theft, larceny, and those are the same thing.
And theft.
And theft. They were just stealing and stealing. Lots of stealing.
Super theft. Super theft.
So currently cargo is being run by actual crewmen that aren't a part of any union, and they have no idea how anything works down there. So if you guys have anything that you need out of cargo, you're pretty much going to have to deal with a big disadvantage there. Gurkek, you've been sitting inside the med bay, basically just cleaning. There's not a whole lot to do. You gave all your lab techs the days off to go hang out, but you've just been catching up on reading. There isn't much to really do when you're just sort of floating along the neutral zone. Engineering has also been running pretty quiet as well.
It's strange. Everybody's not constantly dying.
Yeah.
What's with this?
Ross is kind of just walking around, making sure people are up to standard uniform code. Not the new uniforms that have been coming out, but the uniform code that you would expect on a ship that is still currently in this era. Even though Starfleet has already ordered everyone the new uniform changes, the captain says over his dead fucking body.
Not gonna happen.
Lost them
Yeah.
in the narrative.
But you've been making sure everyone stays in uniform and ship functions just about as much as you'd expect. But now you guys are on your way back to Earth. And we're going to cut to the bridge. Frank, you're going to have to fill in for Drax's character, so you're going to be flying the ship. Good luck.
Oh boy!
And as you guys draw closer to Earth, what are you guys doing?
The captain is cleaning his room for the first time in his memory.
Find the Star Trek rule book.
He pretty much...
he finds the rule book every captain's given. He's like, huh.
You pick it up, and like a pillow of dust comes off of it, and you go...
It's still its original wrapper.
it's still wrapped up.
No, he finds it, and it's still wrapped up, and he uses it to prop up a corner of his desk.
Like, yeah, the desk is wobbling a bit, so you, like, put, like, the book underneath it, and you're like, that's better.
Yeah. And then he sits down in his chair, and he's like, nah.
Yeah.
And he falls asleep. That's what he does.
Orion, you're sitting in the captain's chair. Ross, for some reason, doesn't really like being on the bridge, so he... Normally commanders take control of the ship, but Ross likes to patrol. He likes to make sure everyone...
I give that illusion, but what it actually is I'm not there, so the captain can't throw his bottles at me.
So, Orion, you're currently sitting on con in the captain's chair. What are you doing? Orion.
I have one of those like iPad note-taking.
Oh yeah, like the big
computer.
Etch-a-Sketch thing.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
I'm writing lyrics for my Goodbye Beatboxing album.
What about you, Frank? What are you doing on the bridge?
I'm just looking over the con, make sure everything's nice, and like, I got this. Yep, I got this. Yep.
Yeah, I'm just pressing all the buttons.
Take it away.
Yeah, it's pretty much quiet trip back to Earth.
How's my hand, by the way?
What'd you say?
How's my hand?
Oh, your hand is.
Both.
I mean, it's a mechanical hand, so it works fairly well for this era.
It just makes noise. It's a
yeah.
Ed 209.
It moves at the slightly slower than your normal hands used to, but it does make a lot of noise when it moves. So it's but yeah, Slar, what are you doing in the quiet confines of engineering?
Well, I cannot allow this engineering crew to get ever weak. So everybody is doing sweating to the oldies with new boulders.
Yeah, the crew that are currently in there is just 2 guys. Everyone else just hasn't shown up for their duty shift, really. They've been cleaning the nacelles.
From the inside.
Yeah, while the ship's at
incels.
warp. You're like, I have to go send some people in there to check for bodies.
Body cleaning duty has to go every week.
Yeah. You've been getting nothing but systems nominal across the board, aside from just the poor patch job that Starbase case or Deep Space K7 did to your ship. Everything's been pretty quiet. What about you, Gurkak? What are you doing in your spot?
Grikek dialed back on his research. He took a short break because it was just too much between that and all of the dying people. And so now that he's not researching anything for a while and there's no dying people, he's sitting there like throwing a rubber ball against the wall over and over and bored out of his mind and unsure what to do.
Wall ball, you say?
Rubber.
game of wall ball.
Yeah. You have you were able to recapture your possums. So you currently have a bunch of now adult possums, and a Targ, a Klingon Targ, which likes you a lot for some reason, and a Jackalope, which rides on the back of the Targ for some reason.
Nice.
Wait, that's my pig. Damn it.
It likes you about as much as any animal probably would like Ross Campbell.
Those
Are
animals.
we not doing the luau anymore?
No. So yeah, currently it's just been quiet. Ship's at nominal. Drac is currently off ship visiting his family. He's got over 165 grandchildren. So he's
Lord.
so he's got to
all
go.
different races.
Yeah, it's just so many different grandchildren he has to go see. He pays like so much money into child support. It's ridiculous. Even though money's not a concept in the Federation, there's a lot of races that don't give a shit. But yeah, as you guys are kind of chilling out and hanging out, Orion and Frank on the on the view screen, you start to notice a familiar planet come into view. And you can see at the top right corner of the of Roll20 there.
Do I still have my like little closet office that I sleep?
Yep. And then as soon as you get close enough to it, you start to hear a familiar beeping.
I'm too far from my console.
You can do it from the chair.
Okay, which button?
That
one. Okay.
Yeah, hold on.
Technician has to come on set and see. No, I'm supposed to push
Do
this
me a
button.
favor. Hit Control Con. Give me a difficulty of 1 and task roll of 1.
Okay. Control Con 1. Oh, don't know what I hit. Oh, I hit red alert.
Yeah. Everyone starts going to their battle stations and getting ready. Give me that roll again.
Seconds.
Give it that roll again. Okay.
Sorry.
Yeah. Captain, did you even wake up from that?
No.
Yeah, he didn't even care. You're so used to this at this point that he doesn't.
Yeah, just alarms going off. If they don't go off for more than a minute, Captain doesn't move.
As you get closer to the planet Earth, the thing comes up on the view screen, and it is a familiar Commodore
64?
Dallas, and
Oh, it's not my dad?
Captain Lieutenant Commander Orion here is the Thunderchild.
Hey, welcome back to Earth. Glad to see you all made it back safe from the Klingon border. How was the flight?
We made it back here in one piece.
Oh, that's good to hear. Now, I know that you're all not looking forward to this, but looks like y'all are getting a new assignments. And possibly some of y'all might be getting your own ship. I'm not privy to that information truly, but it looks like your service records have all been, well, much better than when you first started. Let me just put it that way. Where's your captain at?
I believe he's still sleeping.
Sleeping? Did you tell him you were on your way to Earth?
I think that's why he went to bed.
Well, could you wake him up, please, and transfer me down there, please?
Yes, 1 second.
Okay.
Orion to Ross.
Hold on.
Hey, what's up, Orion?
Hey, can you go wake up the captain? They want to talk to him on the bridge.
You hear like silence for a few seconds. Ask them if they'll talk to me instead.
No, you're not important.
They don't want to
wake
talk
you
to you.
up.
They don't want to talk to you, but you could try to talk to them if you want to.
I can put
All
you
right.
through.
No, it's fine, Orion. Just tell them it's gonna be a few minutes. I'm gonna go to the armory and grab a riot shield before I
Okay.
open it.
Wait, what? Why are you grabbing a riot shield? Oh, I see.
Wake up the captain.
Yes, you need the riot.
Okay, so you have a riot shield. You head down to the captain's quarters, and Captain, while you're in your room, you just hear,
Real quick, I'm gonna just tell the guy. I'll call you when he gets to the bridge.
no problem,
Alright,
buddy.
Elliot,
And then he
come on.
views off the thing.
All right, I open the door.
That's going to you, Captain.
The captain stirs and he picks up a bottle
Oh no! And then what?
and he's gonna go, come in, and he's got his arm cocked.
I go in shield first.
He throws the bottle.
Breach.
And it just bounces off the shield and breaks.
Nice. Hey, Captain, we got a call from you. Some Admiral, I think.
He goes,
Commodore.
God damn it.
I'll back up slowly with the shield still facing him.
Yeah, as you back up, the door's shut, and you could talk to him from in your quarters, Captain, or you can go up to the bridge.
All right, he's going up to the bridge and he's just grumbling the whole way, and he needs his coffee. People should know that.
Okay.
Is he still in his underwear?
Yeah. He's got a Star Trek robe.
Yes.
No, you got that green vest that Kirk wears. It's really comfortable. Why?
Anytime I hear the turbo lift coming, I just kind of like sleek back over to my coffee.
You're like, I don't want to be sitting here. As you're walking out of the room, Captain, a guy in a blue shirt walks up with one of those Etch-a-Sketches, and he goes, Captain, sir?
And he just glares. It's like a 7 out of 10 on the glare scale.
Oh, and he goes, listen, I heard we're all getting reassignment. I know it sucks, but could you give me your recommendation, sir, please? I'm sorry. I could really use a different post that's not gonna be some.
He writes talks too much and then slaps it out of his hand and sits down.
And he runs away crying. Oh man. As you get onto the turbo lift, you just see Laura there, and she goes, Captain?
I'm still following him, by the way, and I still have the shield. I'm in like a corner of the elevator with the shield up, just looking at him like, yes, I read.
Yeah. And then Laura nods at you again, and she gets off on the deck that goes to the mess hall. And then
he doesn't say anything because he knows she's up to something. He can't figure it out.
Them flirting
yeah,
eyes.
you and Ross are heading up to the bridge, and you're not gonna see. You're just silently looking at this guy who's got a shield right there.
Yeah, I'm not saying a goddamn thing.
All right, Orion
Laura,
is
why
at
are you
his
in the
station, and the captain. I'm gonna move Drax back
Captain?
out of the way.
Wait, why are you in the elevator? Shouldn't you be on the bridge?
No, he moved to his station.
The lady.
Yeah, so he just says, Orion, and he
The lady
sits in
got
his
off the
chair,
mess hall.
and he's like, where's my fucking coffee?
Right here.
He takes it, and he like drinks half the thing in one gulp, and he's like, ugh.
It's some name brand coffee, and I'm holding like the cup just right.
Yeah, it's product
The
placement. You
branding.
you just slowly turning it toward, and it's just like
You have
chock full of nuts.
Your yeoman walks up. He's like, "Sorry, sir. I tried to make it to your specifications. And you're one of the medical."
He just says, "Shut your fuckhole," and then he points to the points to the screen. He's like, "Get me whoever."
All right, Orion, control con, please.
Oh fuck! I'm rolling good today.
And then he types it in, and down in engineering, Slar, you come up. Like
Star here.
Wait, did you ask for
one,
Slar?
And 2.
No.
And 1. And 2.
Yeah, you just hear like.
Calisthenics going.
All right, everybody. Yeah.
Let's go.
I'll try again.
Okay. Go ahead. All right. Yeah, you're able to
Hello?
bring the guy up on the screen. Yeah, they cut you off, Slar. They didn't.
I'm emotionally compromised.
Yeah, and then you see Commodore Dallas. He's like, "Oh, Captain, it's good to see you. Glad to see you made it back to Earth. I got the unfortunate news to tell you that the Thunderchild is, as you know, up for decommission."
Crap.
Well, I know you've already known this for quite some time, but it has had an exemplary run, and Starfleet's very proud of the crew of the Thunderchild, which brings another bit of bad news. Unfortunately, a lot of you are getting reassigned to different ships.
He goes, "As long as I can keep my bridge crew, we can keep kicking ass. But if you spread us out to a bunch of goddamn star bases watching fuck farmers fuck, I'm gonna quit. I'm gonna go back to my family business."
Well, now hold on, Captain. A lot of your bridge crew are getting reassigned to different ships. However, you will be getting a new crew and a new ship altogether.
Ugh.
Let me introduce you to the USS Soyuz, and then he brings it up, and it's an Oberth class science vessel from the refit.
He just looks at it and he goes, "That's a death trap, and you know it."
I was not the one that made these decisions, Captain. I think, with all due respect, you are quite the gentleman that gets into a lot of trouble, and I think Starfleet's trying to dial it back. A lot of you are.
I'll show them.
I'm sure you will.
Real quick, crew.
Yeah.
In the chat, that's him right there, hiding behind the shield, going to wake up the captain.
Yeah.
In the chat.
Oh, in the chat where?
Yeah, in BPL Paradise.
Oh, okay. Hold on.
No.
Oh yeah. That's good.
Yeah.
I'm gonna open that.
Yeah, that's the security team trying to wake the captain up.
Yeah.
It's like Hydra.
Delete this is the name. Let me pull this up. I'm gonna put this into the stream.
Yeah, people need to see that. That's the security team.
Yeah, that's the security team when they go to wake up the captain.
Look at those eyes. Holy shit.
That's good. Oh Lord. But
I can't help it.
The things they
man.
Wow.
Milsurp's like gonna put them on an Oberth. Jesus, Mike, I was kidding. Yeah, the USS Death Trap. Oh man, no, everyone. So you got.
Everyone remembers the Oberth from the science ship that gets nuked. Its brief appearance on screen as a fireball.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
That's how the campaign ends. Just very abrupt.
Yeah. The end. No, and then he's just like sitting there and he's like, "Now, Captain, I know the Oberth class isn't a tactical vessel, but you'll find its science capabilities allow you to do some pretty amazing things, especially with the advanced technology we're taking exactly from your class of ship, the Miranda. Your what is that? Sorry, for some reason I blanked out on the name. The deflector dish on your ship in particular was actually a part of the main design, and now it has allowed us to be able to do things that most science ships currently in the fleet aren't able to. So you'll be the first out there. And I know you aren't exactly a scientist type, but I figured this might be a good change of pace for you."
He goes, "I'm really gonna think about quitting Starfleet. You know that, right?"
Well, before you quit Starfleet, I just have one other bit of bad news for you.
Oh, he's just grumbling. He's like,
I
what?
hold the shield up.
Let me be the first to congratulate you and also tell you my condolences, Commodore Horatio. Congratulations.
He throws the hot coffee at Ross.
Ross, give me a daring security roll, difficulty 2, task roll 1.
To see if I can get the shield in the way in time.
Yeah.
Okay. Difficulty 2, task roll 1.
Yes.
But he finally learned to keep the shield.
Oh no!
No!
Yeah, you weren't even. You were like sitting here like that motherfucker got Commodore. Am I gonna get capped? And in the middle of that thought, hot coffee hits you, and your machine parts actually go. And you see Ross fall over, knock over a chair, and run into like a science guy who also trips.
And without skipping a beat, the captain goes, "This is outrageous."
Without skipping a beat, Orion puts the chair back up and sits back down.
Yeah. That's when Commodore Dallas like, now look, and he looks over at Ross. Is that kid gonna be okay?
He's like, "Don't pay him any
fine."
attention." I don't. I don't pay him any attention. You shouldn't start.
Listen, Commodore.
It
Now,
hurts, but it's true.
part of your new responsibilities is going to be taking care of these nice new scientist types. Now, I know you don't get along with them very well,
No, I don't.
but I think you're going to do just fine.
Orion here.
Hold on. Orion, you get like a bunch of panic calls, and then you see somebody walk in screen on the Commodore. He's like, "What is it? The fuck are you talking about?" I apologize for language, Captain or Commodore. What? How many? And then he's like, Captain, go to red alert immediately. You'll receive orders in a moment.
Yeah, fine. Red alert, shields up, man your battle stations.
What are you talking about?
Yeah,
and he looks, he points at Ross and he goes, "Get off my floor."
Trying.
Yeah, you're like, go down to the, hold on.
This is why Ross doesn't come on the bridge, because this happens. Ross is a great people person, and Ross is just tapping his helmet like, can't throw stuff at me if I'm not there.
You're the smartest one of us all.
Yeah, everyone's currently like getting to.
Captain?
What?
We have reports of about 230 Klingon vessels incoming.
He goes, "Great, these guys again."
Yeah. And Frank, on your console, without even rolling anything, you can just see that there is a massive fleet that just appeared right outside the Sol system.
Oh God, they're just all over the place, Cap.
And he turns to Ryan and goes, "Give me more coffee so I can throw it on these nervous motherfuckers." And he goes, "Shields up, load torpedoes, we're going in."
Yes, sir. We'll get you coffee from the finest beans.
Hold on one second, and then right as you're doing that, you guys see Commodore Decker. I always say that because of the fucking Doomsday Machine. Commodore Dallas comes up on the screen without even Orion. He's like, "Captain, I need you to assume battle stations. Everybody."
We are at battle stations, ding dong.
He's like, "You're one of the only few ships here to defend Earth. You're gonna have to take." And then there's
all right.
I lost him, Captain.
No, he's just frozen.
Right.
And then your ship is completely quiet.
He goes, "I don't like this." He's like, "Get science up here to science and find out what's going on. Full sensor sweep."
You look over at your science officers, and they're all frozen. Everyone around you is frozen except for Frank and Orion. Kirk, you notice that all of your animals are all frozen in complete like stop.
Captain, am I frozen?
No,
frozen
you're
too.
annoying. He gets out of his chair and he throws the coffee cup at Ross.
As you go to throw the coffee cup, it stops in midair.
And he goes, "Just as I thought. time fuckery.
Yeah,
Am I
Slar.
frozen, Kirk?
Everyone is like holding boulders like above their head, but you don't realize that time has stopped. The music has, but you're like, wow, they're holding it for a really long time.
You guys are really strong now. Great work. Keep holding. He's gonna walk over and poke one of the boulders.
Yeah, and it doesn't move. It's like completely solid.
Slar to Orion.
You go to press a button and it just makes a clicking noise.
At least the button works.
Yeah.
Am I still on the floor writhing in pain, or can I get up now?
Oh no, yeah, you're on the bridge too. Yeah, you're fine. And you guys are just currently
Okay.
sitting on the bridge. What do you want to do?
He goes, all right, time has stopped. This is not normal, and I don't like it. Find out what the fuck is going on.
Unfortunately, sir, I don't think I can arrest
You can
time
see the
or beat
actors
it.
waver as they try to hold their place. Like
Yeah.
they're like totally faking it.
It's an actual boulder they're lifting.
Oh man. And
I'm
then
gonna do a sensor suit from my comm.
you try to press buttons and nothing happens. Everything is completely frozen.
I want to take out my tricorder and see if that still works.
You take it out and you open it up, but the tricorder screen is completely frozen.
That's bullshit.
When
Wait, what about my
when
And that's when Orion, you go. What were you doing, Orion? Well,
I was pushing buttons randomly to see if any of them work.
nope. It's just no dings, no clicks. Just
I
You're
feel very unfulfilled, Captain.
and then that's when you just see you turn around and look at Orion, and then you just hear, and then he's gone.
What?
Okay, I didn't do
Cap, I'm
that.
scared.
And then that's when you also see Frank. He's gone as well.
And the captain goes, great, I'm next. I'm going to start killing people. And he checks his gun.
Yeah. Then Ross, you're gone. The
I'm not gonna lie. I was gonna shoot the captain.
everyone
before-
else, Grikek, you just disappear completely. So you just, and then also Slar.
We don't get the dun-dun-dun-duns?
Oh yeah,
What are
no,
we, second class?
Yeah, no, I have to keep hitting the button. Sorry,
Well,
sorry.
thank you. Yeah!
Everyone's gone, except for the people who are frozen. It's just you on the bridge, Captain.
He just sits down and he goes, finally, some peace and quiet.
That's when you just go, you hear the same thing, and then you're gone. And then all of a sudden, when you open your eyes, hold on 1 second, let me bring my sound back up. You open your
Trick
eyes.
question, he doesn't blink.
You open your eyes. You're not sitting in your captain's chair anymore. You're actually sitting at a station, a very familiar station. And then you hear somebody call from behind you. Commander Horatio? Did I get that reading, please?
He looks down. Is he wearing commander rank?
Yeah.
And he goes,
You're wearing,
sorry.
so imagine in terms of like what you look like. Remember the pilot episode for the original series? You're wearing Pike era stuff.
And he looks around and he goes, what the fuck is going on?
And then your captain just turns around and goes, are you okay, Commander?
He goes, I have no idea.
And you look down at your hands. They're actually younger. You're much younger.
He's
And
like,
Do you need to go to
Yeah.
sickbay?
yes, I do.
All right. Take over his station. Just try not to trip on yourself on the way down there, will you?
He just looks upset and walks to where he's gonna try to find sickbay. This is all from his memory. I
Yeah,
presume.
you're aboard the USS Defiant. This is before it disappeared. And as you enter into the turbo lift, that's when you realize. That's when you realize, and this is the like intro thing. So you're like, that's when you realize as you walk onto the turbo lift. What do you say?
Shit.
That's up?
Spez, the final frontier. These are the voyages of the starship Thunderchild. Our mission is to seek out enemies of the Federation and bring them to justice. Mostly. Sometimes they die. Not my fault. Starfleet has given us a chance at redemption, so I say, fuck it. Never give up, never surrender. Now where's my fucking scotch?
As the thing comes back up, it's right outside the ship is the Defiant. It is Constitution class, and the episode's name is All Good Things.
Oh no, no, no!
It's not a Q. Don't worry. I promise.
No. I will come out to Cleveland and I'll burn your house down. I will burn your house down.
It is not a Q episode. I don't have Q in this. I am telling you this on my life. Q is not responsible for this.
If you have Q at any point in this episode, friendship null and void. I will come to your house. I will steal your mail.
Okay, this is not a Q episode.
Is that one or two?
But you are currently on the turbo lift, on your way down to the deck. Hold on one sec. And so you step on the turbo lift, and then you start heading down.
Yeah, he's just like, God damn it. God damn it.
Yeah, and then as the turbo lift stops and you find yourself on the command deck, or not command, sorry, the medical deck, you see a bunch of people walking by, and everyone's just like, Commander, good to see you.
He goes, what is today's star date?
He says a star date that is roughly about 35 years before.
He sits down and he goes, I think I have a case of temporal displacement or severe brain damage.
Well, you're not in the medical deck. That's just a guy walking by.
No, he's just saying.
Yeah, he's looking at you real funny.
He's like,
no, he's
what
just
the
saying
fuck?
it. Yeah, he's just saying it to himself, like out loud. Like
Okay.
He's like, I've got a case of either severe brain damage or temporal displacement. So he's gonna walk to the medical deck.
Yeah, as you get in there, there's a Andorian who just looks over and he goes, yes, what do you want?
He sits down and he goes,
You don't look like you're sick.
He goes, listen here, you blue fucker.
Wait, excuse me?
He
Commander?
said, you heard me. Now listen, I either have brain damage or temporal displacement, and I need you to figure out which.
His antenna narrow in on you, and he gives you like a squint, and he goes, all right, we'll play it by your game. I don't know what you've been doing.
Well, not drinking for once.
Drinking? Captain, you don't drink in this. When you were in your youth, Captain, you actually weren't an alcoholic.
Oh my God.
Yeah,
he's
people actually like you.
He remembers that, and he's like, oh my God.
Yeah. So he pulls out his little tricorder, which is like much bigger than the ones from your...
It's like the size of a briefcase. And he's like waving it up and down. And it has huge power cables going to the wall.
And he goes...
And it buzzes.
All right, what am I scanning for? You look
Do
fine.
I have brain damage? Do I have brain damage?
No. Oh, I am detecting something, though. Looks like you need a drink. And then he turns around and he presses
This
a
is
little...
where it started.
He pushes a little button and like a little slide opens up like... He's like, now, this is just between me, the captain, and you. But I have some Aldebaran whiskey, if you're interested.
He goes, goddamn right I am.
So he pours you this nice little like green shot glass of it. He's like, all right, son, tell me what happened.
He goes,
You're not getting that promotion to captain just yet. What's going on?
He goes, I remember being in the future, and it was different.
Oh.
And I was a captain. It was at least 30 30 years from now. I was old and bitter and drunk often, but I got things done.
And he just
And they
laughs. He goes
hated
like,
me.
maybe this isn't gonna help then. Well, were you daydreaming? Do you normally daydream?
No. And he goes, no. I mean, it was miserable. Who daydreams about being miserable? I had this piece of shit security officer.
Yeah, what was he like?
Oh, you know, constantly getting wounded, crippled, and all that other stuff. Quite a brave guy, but I hated him.
All senior officers to the bridge. All senior officers to the bridge.
He's like, ah, fuck it, this dream sucks. And he just walks up to the bridge with his whiskey.
Everyone's running around you. You end up taking the turbo lift up to the bridge, and you see the captain. You're like, Commander, take your station. Are you okay?
Yeah, I got a whiskey, I'm cool.
And they're like, sir, I don't know where they all came from. Commander, we've just got word that 230 Klingon ships have just surrounded this area.
Oh, that seems familiar.
Are you drinking on the job?
Who isn't?
Everyone, the crit.
Everyone's just looking at you like you're insane, but everyone's trying to do their job. Like, we have no way we can get out of here. Chief Engineer, get us out of here. And then that's when we're gonna cut over to Orion. Hold on one sec. We're gonna cut over to Orion. And Orion, you're currently aboard a Klingon vessel, actually, and you had just woke up.
I checked myself. Am I okay?
Yeah, actually, you look younger. Not as muscular, but definitely younger.
Do I still have my gold on?
You have one necklace on.
Oh, God.
And you recognize
Practically naked.
This was the necklace that you actually sold to that guy in Cleveland.
Wait a second. I was trying to strike some poses that I had to, like, work out really hard to maintain. Am I able to hold?
Yeah, you start striking poses, and then you hear like a giggle behind you. And when you look back there's a Orion girl who is your roommate. And she's like, "What are you trying to do?"
Just some core training. Do I recognize her?
Yeah, you recognize her. This is Soon. Just Soon.
Soon. What,
Yeah? What's your problem?
I was on the deck of a ship. Did you see when I came here?
No. You were asleep the whole time. Were you doing drugs again?
I mean, always.
And then she laughs. But she's just like putting on her shoes. She's like, "No, I'm due up on the bridge."
What ship are we on?
Oh, what are you talking about? Did you do, how much drugs did you do?
I don't recall. That's how much.
You don't even know where you are? I don't know if I should tell you. I think this would be more fun if I don't say anything. You could persuade her if you like using a presence command.
Presence command. Just 1 and 1.
Yeah.
Listen. I need you to tell me the date and what ship we're on, and I will make you never leave that bed again.
Oh, shit.
Wait, what did you say?
Pretty much told her I'd fuck her till she can't walk.
Wow.
Damn.
And she goes like, "Don't promise me."
I'm your sister.
I would know that.
And
Don't judge Orion culture.
yeah, she's just like, "This is the Vornak. IKS Vornak. We were assigned here."
Oh shit. I do. Am I naked or am I?
No,
I'm
you're not
good.
naked.
No.
You're still wearing your pants. You just have no shirt on.
Do I require a shirt on this ship?
And she just goes, "Yeah, if you want to continue working in communications."
All right, I'll go grab whatever shirt looks like mine. I think I
Yeah, you
remember
pick
it
up
from way back then.
you remember it's actually one of those shirts with nets, like from the like early 2000s,
Oh my
like late
God,
90s.
It's like
Nice.
it's a fishnet shirt.
Yeah. And then
You have a mesh shirt.
Yeah,
Oh,
you-
God.
Put it on and I'll pose a little bit. I'm like, this never gets old.
Yeah. Yeah. You walk out and you see a bunch of different Orions, Klingons. Just everyone just kind of seems to be working together. You recognize the era. This is roughly about 15 years before you actually joined Starfleet.
Oh shit.
You're a young man.
I will proceed to go to the my station, if I can remember where the hell that was this year.
Yeah,
It's communication. So
give me a control con, same roll, 1 and 1. Yeah, you remember where it is, and you walk over across this long bridge that leads to the bridge, like a deck hallway, and then you find out that the captain is not sitting at his chair, but the commanding officer is standing next to it, and next to the chair is a Targ that is asleep.
I will attempt to go to my station and pretend I'm supposed to be here.
They're like, Orion, you are late for your shift.
I overslept.
He's not even looking at you. He just knows you walked in.
Wow, what a dick.
PTSD kicking in.
Yeah.
Damn.
They used to call me Kitten. It was very intimidating.
And then he laughs and he goes, I'm kidding, of course. You're always on time.
I'm here when I need to be.
A wizard is never late.
And I will just attempt to just do whatever I did back then.
Okay, give me a control con roll. Yeah, you press a button and the Klingon. Hold on 1 second here. Let's see here. Yeah. Nope, that's not it.
I never heard that sound before.
Yeah, they don't have a red alert apparently. So you're just gonna hear the normal one that you heard on the thing and just pretend. Everyone just looking around like, and everyone starts like looking around.
I'm trying to fix it.
Yeah.
It's not working.
Yeah, the ship just ends up firing disruptors.
Why do I
you're
have
like, "You
all this
got 'em."
power?
Yeah, and you hit an asteroid outside. And then they all turn around and look at you.
Wait, torpedoes are working perfectly. Now I can start my shift.
And they're like, you do that again and I will slit your throat. And I am not
Noted.
kidding. And you turn around and you continue your work. You remember that you are actually an Orion slave to the Klingon Empire.
Oh, shit.
This is that era. And you're currently trying to figure out how the heck did you get back in this time zone?
Yep. I set up my console to secretly try to search up some kind of information.
This is roughly about 15 years before you join the Essus. And you are currently on the far side of Klingon space, too far from Federation contact.
Jesus Christ. All right.
So while you are currently waiting to figure out what kind of plan you need to come up with, let's cut on over to Grekek. Hold on. So it's like Grekek, you find yourself aboard a starship that looks very familiar. You're laying down.
I'll try to get up and look around.
You move around a bit, and you notice that this is a very familiar ship. This is your dad's ship.
I have a dad?
Yeah.
No.
Your dad has like 416 children, though, so. But you're one of the
They're all
favorites.
crude.
You're one of the favorites.
Yeah, I'll confusedly get up and look around and see what the fuck is going on.
Okay. Let's see if you can notice this. Let me check what his rolls would be. Give me a insight and science. Complication range 1, task roll 1. All right. And yeah, you notice that this is actually roughly about 20 years before you actually joined Starfleet.
How do I notice that? Just like
Your
the ship and where it is?
Your ship, you actually have your own quarters. It's all of your old posters from all your favorite Gorn rock bands, and it's a very like...
Oh, hell yeah, I've got to keep these.
Gorn
and stuff.
step.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Gorn step artist.
I will finish that one of these days.
So good.
You're currently just sitting there in your room. You have like little Gorn attack ships hanging from the ceiling, models that you made.
Do I have a computer or anything?
Oh yeah, there's always a
Well,
computer.
I guess I know what the fuck is going on. I don't know what to do.
Oh no, you don't know what's going on. You just know where you're at. What would you like to do?
I'm not sure.
Okay.
I guess I'll head outside and look for somebody.
Okay, so you're gonna head out. All right, I was gonna do something, but we'll just let you walk outside. So yeah, you walk outside, and the hallways are just abuzz with many different Gorn grunting and hissing at each other as they're currently working, trying to keep this ship up and running. Your dad runs a mining ship, as you remember.
Can I start trying to grab one of the passersby and stop them? And...
Yeah, and he's like, "What is it, Grekek, son of Grak?"
Where are we? Where have I come? I'm confused.
And then he slaps you across the face. Give me a daring security roll. Complication 1, task roll 1. Yeah, he slaps you across the face, and he just goes, "What is wrong with you, brother?"
Can I slap him back?
Yeah, same roll. Yeah, you go to slap him, and he moves out of the way, and he goes, "Drinking too much of the Meriador."
My time at Starfleet has made me weak.
Starfleet? What's Starfleet?
Yeah. What is the current year? Where are we?
You realize that you are currently about, did I say 20 years? I think I did.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're 20, he tells you a start date that's about 20 years before you join the SS.
Something horrible has happened.
Well, then go speak to father. I have work to do.
I will do that.
As he
We will have a rematch later.
Oh, I'm sure we will. And then he walks
I need
into
my
the
medical
engineering.
staff.
You don't have that. You didn't start studying. You didn't start studying medicine until about 3 years before you joined Starfleet. But you
Wait, he's barely a doctor?
yeah.
God, I'm more of a doctor.
It was part of the Gorn exchange program.
God damn it. We've been cheated this whole time.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Wait, what?
This was his clerkship.
Well, that's why they put him on the SS. You gotta remember, that's why he was on the SS.
We're just teasing, Kobo.
Yeah, so you do have all of the knowledge of the future, though, so you still can make medical diagnoses if you wanted to.
You did great, Rick.
Oh, fuck that.
Yeah, so you head up to the bridge, that's where Grak would be. You open up the door, and there are several Gorn just sort of working, and Grak turns around in his chair and he goes, "Which son are you again?" "Oh, I'm kidding, of course, Grekek. Come to father."
Father, something horrible has happened to me.
Ah? What is wrong?
I don't know what has happened. I believe something temporal has.
Something temporal has happened.
Yes, I've been studying these phenomena somewhat since the possum event. Oh, you wouldn't. But I'm not sure what to do about it.
Give me a presence command roll, please. Task roll of 2. Task roll of 1, complication of 2. Ooh, you try to explain it to... Ooh, he fucked you. He just goes, "Son, I have told you many times, you are not to be drinking while on duty."
I'm not drunk yet.
Yet.
He hisses at you, and you remember your dad's hiss being really frightening. And he just, and then you hear somebody from another console just turn around, and he goes, "Sir!" And he looks over at him and he goes, "What? There are 230 strange vessels surrounding the area." And then he's just like, "What are you talking about? That's a sensor issue." "I'm afraid not, sir. I don't know what's happening." And then you just hear the alarm go up. "Raise shield, son. Get to the engineering deck. Your brother needs your help."
My brother. Oh, yes. I have a few of those. Very well.
Yes. Yeah, your many brothers and
You
sisters.
got a couple.
Yeah, so Grikek, you're going to go down to the engineering section.
Yes.
All right. That's it for you. Let's cut on over
Yeah.
to Slar. Hold on one second. Let's see here. Sorry, I had these all loaded up prior to stream, and then as I said, I closed it. So I'm just trying to get. Okay, there we go. Sweet. Yeah, we cut over to Slar, and it's just like. Slar, you don't really wake up in a bed, but you notice that you're currently on a desert planet.
Oh no!
Oh no!
And you look up and you
remember
see
this.
this Starfleet officer that looks very familiar as he throws a rock at you and it hits you on the chest. Give me a daring security roll.
It's the Kirk fight.
I just wanted to say hello.
Yeah. Wait, do I still have that image up? No, I took it down. Okay, good. Daring security,
wait.
task roll 1, complication 2. Oh yeah, that's Possum. You ran with Possum, not your character.
Sorry.
Run with your character.
There you go. I'll do it again. Stupid possums. Press the button.
Did you press it? There it is. Oh yeah. Yeah.
Press the button.
Yeah, it hits you on the chest, but you take no damage. You just kind of raise your hands like, "What the fuck?"
Hey, we're here to negotiate. What's your problem?
And then he looks really like, "Holy shit, this guy could take a rock," and he like runs behind the boulders.
Well, I mean, the only thing to do at that point is pick up my old boulder. This is obviously diplomacy 101.
You look down and you see a very familiar boulder. It's the boulder.
There's gonna be a long pause where he's just staring at it, like that background music of, "Oh."
Give me another daring security roll, same thing.
Okay. Right. Oh, there it is.
Yep. Yeah, you hear the sound of a rock sliding, and you move out of the way just in time as another rock flies over your head. And you see Kirk, again, trying to throw shit at you. And he's like, "I don't want to fight you, but I will." And he runs. That was a terrible Kirk, by the way.
I don't want.
Yeah, he's like, "I don't want to fight you." And he
Why
runs.
are you speaking so slowly? Do you have a medical issue?
But I
can
will
help.
kill you if I have to. And then he runs behind a rock.
Slarger is gonna come up and then try to throw the boulder.
Okay. You go and try to throw Boulder at him, but you completely miss, and Boulder bounces off and rolls to your feet. Like you just sort of bounce it off another rock.
In my very fancy clothing, I'm gonna do the slow Gorn walk. I want to help.
Yeah, that's when Kirk comes up to hit you, and you raise your arms to hit him. Give me a daring security roll. Complication of 3, task roll of 1.
Complication 3, task roll 1.
Yep. Oh, nice. Yeah, you go to hit him, and he goes flying back, and he's just like, "I don't know how I'm going to be able to defeat him. I must retreat." And he gets up and runs away. He doesn't even get a chance to slap you on the ears. He actually just runs away. You avoided actually being clobbered. So there you go. What do you want to do?
Slar wishes to communicate. I know the brain weird something people want us to fight, but we can work together. But again, he doesn't know English, so he's just
You're
growling.
just like yeah. Kirk is just running. He's looking out for a way to defeat you.
Well, Slar has to go find Boulder.
Oh no, you have it in your hand.
Oh, okay, well then with Boulder, he's going to chase after in the high-speed Gorn way.
Which is not very fast.
Not at all.
But yeah, you have found that you
Maximum lumber.
So give me an insight science, Slar. Task roll of 1, complication range of 1. Ooh, nice. You realize that you have somehow went back in time, and you are currently your younger self, fighting a Starfleet captain known as Captain James T. Kirk aboard Cestus III, a planet that was in conflict with Starfleet and the Gorn hegemony.
Oh God, I remember this. Kirk!
Yeah, all he hears is yeah.
You just barely make out Kirk if he's focused.
He hates Kirk.
Yeah.
You cheating? Wait, why am I here? This is weird.
Yeah. Give me a another daring security, same roll. Not 3 though. It'll be complication 2.
Task roll 1.
Mm-hmm. All right. Yeah. You just you don't see anything happen to you, but you do know that he is nearby.
I remember something.
Yeah.
Something exploded.
Yeah.
I must find it.
You hear
myself.
You hear somebody moving rocks around, and you go over over a ridge area, and you see him digging around at these crystals, and you just hear him go, "I have to find a way to defeat him. It's the only way I could do it." He didn't say that on the show, but that's. I'm gonna go full.
This is our Kirk, all right?
Yeah, this is our Kirk.
And he warped the timeline when he didn't get clobbered.
Slar wishes to make his own cannon, but better.
Oh shit. Okay. How are you?
Oh yeah.
Slar will win.
You're gonna break the timeline by killing Kirk?
That's hilarious.
Yes.
That is hilarious. Okay. You look over and you see a bunch of bamboo growing in this desert.
This is stupid. Bamboo will never hold.
Yeah. What do you want to do? How do you want to defeat Kirk? You know that you can't communicate with him using language.
Want to use my impressive engineering skill and reason to find an appropriate weapon.
Okay, reason engineering. Task roll of 3. Sorry, not task roll. Complication of 3. Task roll of 2. I said complication re.
That's okay. I don't even know it.
Okay, I just rolled.
Woohoo!
Nice. I did not meet that. So yeah, you start digging around, and you notice that there are a number of rubber bands type trees. Like the bushes are stretchy, so like rubber. And there are a bunch of ironwood sticks just laying on the ground. Sticks that are so strong, they're almost like iron.
I can use this to make a weapon superior
All
to
right.
Kirk's bamboo.
How are you going to make? What are you making?
Gonna make basically the cannon from the show, but out of wrapped ironwood and bamboo, and then with the explosive.
So you want to make a cannon?
Yes.
Okay. So
Superior to Kirk's.
So instead of building a bazooka, you're building a cannon. If I get this, like an old
Yes, I
Civil
want to
War
let
style
Boulder.
cannon with the little fuse.
Yes.
I love this.
Okay, so give me. This is going to be a task roll because you also have to avoid Kirk in this. Slar, give me a daring engineering.
Ooh.
Complication range of 3, task roll of 5. You need to make at least 5 successes.
May I use my miracle worker?
Nope.
Wow, Kirk lover.
Nope. Okay. I rolled mine. You roll yours.
Sorry, it's just too big. Okay. Task roll 5, compilation 3.
Mm-hmm.
Rolling.
Nice.
Almost.
You see that Kirk is in the distance building something, and he is very close to completion. You are currently building yours. You put the track down, or you put the base down. You find a log that's just big enough, and you put it in there. And you
In the desert.
Yes, in the desert.
Yes.
You find a big ironwood log in the desert, and so you load it all together, but you don't have any primer or any way to kind of launch this, or ammunition.
I didn't think this through.
And then, and this is unbeknownst to you, Slar. Well, actually, no. Give me an insight science roll. And it'll be complication range 1, task roll of 1. Nice.
Yay.
Hell yeah.
You look up in the sky, and you notice there are a lot of bright dots up there. They're not stars because it's the middle of the day. They look like ships. A lot of ships. Like, almost 230 of them.
That's fascinating.
Uh,
Hey, Kirk! There's up ships up there! Ah!
Yeah, you start yelling, but he just doesn't pay any mind. So we're going to cut over to, who do we have left? We have Frank left. Frank and Ross. I'm going to get to Ross as the last one on this. But yeah, let's cut over to Frank. Sorry. Frank, you're currently sitting in a garage. He's like, listen, Morty, I've got to send you to a different universe. So you... No, I'm kidding. So... I'm kidding. So, Frank, let me take a look at... what did I write down for this? Because I don't think we ever talked about what your character was doing beforehand. I think you were on a space station before. I think that's remembers what it was. Yeah. Was it... let's see here.
For background, I think I took something exploded, if I remember correctly.
I think we all took that.
All right, you are at Outpost Echo 2, if I remember. Yes. Outpost Echo 2. Sorry, I was looking at my map. And you are currently sitting... Well, you don't know this. You don't know you're at it yet. That's just... I kind of gave you that. That wasn't my bad. But you're sitting at a very familiar console. Very cramped. It's a Jeffries tube. Sorry, let me get rid of this other sound and bring back the original series bridge. Sorry. So you are currently inside of a Jeffries tube.
This isn't where it was. I'll start climbing up or down.
The panel that you have open just starts going.
What is the panel I'm looking at?
Give me an insight engineering task roll of 1, complication 1.
Oh wait, I did that. That's supposed to be insight and engineering.
Yeah, not fitness. And you realize it's actually a conduit that you are working on. You don't remember working on it, and it's about to overload right in front of you until you disable the energy flow.
All right, let me do that. Oh God!
Yeah, you. And it's normalized.
And take out my my communicator and try and get in contact with the bridge.
You pull out your communicator.
Captain Horatio.
Yeah, somebody picks up and they're like, "Who is on this line?"
Bob here.
It's Frank. I'm looking. for Captain Horatio.
What? Who?
What happened? I was sitting
Frank
at the
who?
I know I'm quiet, but come on, that's just rude.
And everyone's just like, son, did you realize you just called ops?
No, I'm trying to get a hold of Captain Horatio.
minute, is
Where's
this-
the bridge? Who are?
Wait a minute. Is this crewman Horrigan in section 6B?
No.
You look down at your shirt and you notice you no longer have your rank insignia for ensign or lieutenant.
Uh-oh. I think something really bad's happened. Where's the science?
Crewman, have you got that conduit fixed or what?
Yeah, it stopped exploding in my face. It's good.
All right, we'll report to your section chief and don't call ops unless it's an emergency, and then they click you off.
But
This is great.
We do Ross yet?
No, we're gonna
Not
get to
yet.
him last. I have a thing for him.
He's in preschool.
I'm gonna kill everybody.
He's like, I do a picture of me as a space hero, and they're like, you're gonna end up being a garbage man.
No, the teacher just pulls out a fiberglass rod, starts beating him with it.
Oh no.
But no. Frank, you're just currently inside this Jeffries tube.
I'm gonna go to the science lab because I need science help.
Yeah, you step out
Oh,
and you're
God.
not in the science lab. You're just in station control. Do you mean insight engineering? The same role you gave me, except complication range 1. It's all 1-1. So yeah, you realize that you are currently on the outpost that you were stationed on. Roughly about 5 years before you joined Starfleet as an officer. Currently, you're just a crewman. You went to officer school later on.
This is the one that blows up, or do I remember that? Or
No, this one doesn't blow up. That
oh,
you
thank
know-
God.
that
Okay,
you know
so I'm
of.
gonna, like I said, I'm gonna go to the science nerds because I need their help right.
Yeah, you start going through the hallways. Everyone's just kind of ignoring you, as if.
I'm running full tilt, like
Yeah, you sprint.
kissing my britches.
Yeah, you go in there and then you see this really irate guy just sort of working in the lab, and he just goes like, "Close the door. I'm trying to work."
Sir, I think I've been transported through time. I'm really scared.
Hey, now son, why don't you just use your boy words and tell me exactly what's going on? Because you just ruined an experiment, and tell me why I shouldn't slap the shit out of you.
All right, well then, can I
Give me a
I've been on this
command
station, I
presence and command roll. Complication 3, task roll 1.
use my knowledge of future events to convince him.
Yeah, you try to tell him the thing. Oof. Yeah, you try to tell him about future and all this other stuff. And he just nods and he's got his hand on his chin. He's like, yeah, that's really interesting. Give me a daring security roll, Frank. Complication range of 4, task roll of 1. Yeah, and he goes, that's really interesting. And he walks up and he goes, get the hell out of my lab.
No, I'm not taking it anymore.
And then he grabs you
just
by
beat
your
him with
collar and he opens the door and he throws you into the hallway. And several people are like, holy
Oh
shit.
wow.
And then the door shuts.
Is that goddamn right? I'm not taking it anymore. First it was Ross and the captain. Ah!
Wait, I haven't you yet?
Yeah.
God, he's got Morty strength.
He's like, I haven't hit you yet.
What else do I have on me currently?
You just have your tricorder. That's it. You're wearing your standard
Alright.
standard
Starts
uniform.
playing through the hallway. Is that
All
false to the people I hear, Frank?
So, you know what? I'm gonna go back to my Jeffrey tube, and I'm
Well,
gonna start messing around with the station. They're gonna pay
keep
attention.
in
Damn
mind,
it!
you
They're
also
gonna
have
hear what's going on.
you have a section chief, the chief that you worked under.
I guess I should probably go to him. I mean,
Yeah.
fine, I'll go talk to that fellow.
Yeah, you walk in there and it is a Tellarite, and he's just sitting there and he just starts snorting and he's like, "Did you fix the conduit?"
Look, I ain't got time for this shit. It's fixed. Look, damn it! I'm
Give me
not
a
some
daring
kind of weird
security roll.
tentacle thing.
Same task roll, exactly the same thing. Yeah, yeah. You start telling him all this stuff, and then he picks up a hyper spanner and throws it right at your face. It hits you like full on, and you take 2 points of damage, which I'll take off your sheet. And then he goes, "All right, now if you are done talking, the next assignment that I have for you will be in section Gamma 6, and you'll be in there for a couple of hours, scrubbing the Jeffries tubes. Do I make myself clear, crewman Corrigan?"
What else is in the room?
Just
You know
him.
what?
It's just him.
You know what? Get bent, you rude pig-faced piece of
Excuse me. And he
I just
stands
walk
up, and he stands up, and you think like he's standing up like somebody who would be 6 foot tall stands up, but he's like 5'1". So he stands up. He's like, "Excuse me? You said what?"
I said, shut up, you pig-faced piece of poo.
And then he goes to reach for another hyper spanner, and then he goes, "Ha ha 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 ha! I knew it. I knew you had it in you, Corrigan." He said your name wrong twice, by the way.
It was in you all along.
The name's Horrigan. Can you get it right?
Of course. Very well. What was your issue?
Look, that. Oh god, it's that.
To your battle station, son. We'll talk about this later. As you sit down, all crewmen to battle stations. All crewmen to battle stations. You go to the phaser deck, which currently has several people running around, and you head over to your station, which is Phaser 2 support serviceman. And you look on the screen and you see 230 blips on the radar.
Oh god. These are just the same amount as the word Klingons.
Yeah, and then
Oh, God.
then you hear a familiar voice come on the PA. "Attention crew, do not worry, I'm sure it's just a sensor issue." And then it's silent.
I got a bad feeling.
All right, then we're gonna go ahead and cut on over to Ross. Which, Ross, you awaken, and I'm gonna get rid of this sound effect here. You awaken,
He killed 6 people.
yeah, and you find yourself sleeping in a cave.
The fuck?
Give me,
He's a caveman. That's his background.
yeah.
All right, I'm gonna get up. What am I wearing?
Give me an insight science roll. Task roll of 1, complication range 1.
Of course.
You can't tell why this is. You think you might just be drugged, but you look down.
No, I'm.
No.
Okay, yeah.
You look down and you notice that you're wearing, you're wearing a shirt that just has a dinosaur on it that says "Keep on Truckin'," and you also have a pair of sweatpants, and you're wearing sandals.
Do I notice my hand?
Yeah, you look down and you notice you have both arms and your legs.
What?
And some humanity.
All right, Nat. I'm gonna be really pissed if this is some kind of prank. I'm gonna stand up and I'm gonna start going through my pockets and looking around.
You dig around in your pockets and you pull out an old Earth trading baseball trading card. It's a rare one. You remember that you sold this when you were in your early 20s.
He's
Oh, shit.
Kirk Osborne.
Wait, didn't I sell this?
And then you see, as soon as you start talking yourself, you hear the door unlatch and start to open to the front of the cave. And a rush of wind comes in, and the person shuts the door, and it's a hooded person. What do you want to do? Insight, security?
The fuck's going on? Insight, security, same roll.
Mm-hmm. Oof.
Wow.
You immediately go to reach for your baseball bat, And the person just goes, "Whoa, hey, bro!" And then she lifts off her hood. She's like, "Now, is that any way to treat your sister? What are you gonna do? Do a home run? You know you can't hit the broadside of a barn." And she says, "Put that down. I got groceries." And she starts setting them down on the table. This is your
Wait a
sister.
minute.
She died roughly around 3 years before you joined Starfleet.
Hey, sis.
Yeah.
What day is it?
What are you talking about?
I'm not feeling too well. And I don't remember how long I've slept. Just what day is it? What time?
What are you talking about?
Answer the fucking question.
Jesus, okay. And she tells you it's roughly about
Roughly about time for things.
No,
to
I'm
go
trying to
down.
remember because I had it. What did I put here? Sorry, let me pull up your sheet. It's roughly about 12 years before you joined before you became
There
a
was 3
commander
years.
at Starfleet. This is roughly 12 years before you joined the SS.
Do we have a gun?
Yeah, it's in a case up over the shelf, and it's one of the old school Type 2 phasers from the original series in a glass case, and it was the only thing that your father left behind. And she sees you looking up at it, and she goes, "What are you gonna do?
I don't know.
You're not gonna try to sell that, are you? I told you I got a good deal on this." And she puts out a bunch of like alien roots and stuff.
Did you just come home from the market?
Yeah, that's where. How much did you drink last night? I thought you said you didn't have any money.
He doesn't say anything, but he starts going over to the case,
Okay.
and he's going to open it.
Okay, you open up the case, and she says, "Please don't sell that."
I'm not going to sell it.
Yeah, and that's what you said last time. How many baseball cards are you down to?
One.
You have to try to hold on to
It's the rare
something.
one, though.
That's the last thing Dad left behind for us.
Look, fuck him, all right?
Whoa. If you don't know, your dad was actually the captain of a starship, and he died roughly around the time that your sister was born. And once he died, your mom, and your sister were on this planet. Your mom ended up having to work in a slave mine.
All right.
Look, Dad's not important right now. What's important is what's going to happen.
What are you talking about? That thing doesn't even have any batteries anymore. What are you gonna go do? Shoot some rats? There's nobody around here for several kilometers.
Yeah, I'll let you keep thinking that. And I'm using my knowledge of phasers. Can I like hotwire this with something around the?
Yeah.
Like make an impromptu battery source.
Give me a insight insight security.
Same roll.
Yeah. Yeah, you look over and you see a remote control for several different systems inside the cave, like life support and things like that. You open up the back and you take the power cell out.
Before I start like putting it together, I'm gonna be like, "Hey sis, come here. I'm gonna show you something that you might find useful." And he'll start like explaining what he's doing as he puts it together.
And she just sitting there looking at it. She's like, "Man, you are weird. Why are you? What's with your total attitude? You seem different."
Like he's not acting like it, but inside his chest is like heart's going a mile a minute. His hands are shaking. It's like, don't worry about it. It's gonna be fine.
Is everything okay? You seem really nervous. Give me an insight science roll again. Same thing, 1-1. Oof.
Wow, 20.
Yeah, you don't really notice anything out of the ordinary. Other than this seems to be the wrong date, and you are much younger. You're no longer in your 30s.
Oh fuck!
Nothing's different besides that major ship.
Yeah.
All right. Are we having any visitors today?
Not that I know of. And that's when you hear a at the
I
door.
thought so. I get the phaser ready.
What are you
Hey,
talking?
shut up and stand behind. Hurry.
Okay.
And I'll like,
okay.
man.
She gets behind she gets into the closet. She's like, just don't cause a problem. We don't need anybody to know we're out here.
Somebody knows we're out here.
Okay. So what do you want to do?
It's unlocked.
You
And
come
I'm gonna
out first.
I don't think so, buddy.
I have a delivery.
You sound awfully Klingon.
I'm not. I have a delivery for a Richard Campbell. That's your dad.
Leave it outside the door.
If you say so, but I would feel much better if you came out here and signed for it.
Bet you would, but you know, if the door is unlocked, you could come in here.
All right. I guess if that's what you want. The door unlatches, and it swings open. The wind from the outside rushes in, and then you see this guy, and behind him, 2 other people. And give me a daring security roll, task roll of 2, and task roll.
FBI, open up!
Not task roll of 2. Task roll
This
of
is a
1.
raid.
Complication of 2.
I have something that lets me buy an extra dice for security. Security.
Yeah. If you mess up, you can do it again.
Okay.
Yeah, that's how I'm gonna take that roll.
So daring security 2-1, right?
Mm-hmm.
I started blasting.
Yeah. Oh, is that what you're gonna do?
Getting ready for it.
Yeah. They come in the door, and you recognize them as these are the guys that were from the market that were basically trying to extort you and your sister the other week.
Oh, it's you guys. I shoot them.
Okay, yeah. You ended up firing at one of them, and I'm going to count that as a hit because you did a really good job there. So you fire. Give me damage for phaser. Do you have a phaser? I did not install it on your character, did I? So this will be a phaser type 2, vicious 1. And damage dice will be 6. All right, now go for it. Just hit that damage dice. Oof. Yeah, that's beyond his health pool. So you fire it, and you just hear, like, you just see the guy dying. He's just like, and they're all just like, chase it, he's got a gun! And then you start firing at him. They all start firing in your house.
Why is it doing the ship explosion?
It's the only explosions I've got. Shh.
Because he's a ship.
And you start to hear the cave start to kind of rumble and collapse a little bit as they're firing in. And then, hold on one second. Oof. That's when you hear them go, hey, what are you...
Woofy?
Oh, no.
And then it's completely silent out there. And she goes, she goes, bro, what? Is everything okay? What was that?
No matter what happens, don't come out.
Okay. And she has a bat in her hand.
Get back in the closet.
Okay. Jeez.
And
I can take care of myself, you know.
Shut up. Get in the closet. And I'm going to start walking outside.
As you walk outside, you see 4 guys over these 2 corpses, and they're just eating. And they're just crunching and chewing as they're eating. They're tearing it apart.
Oh, God. Do they look all right?
No, they look very pale.
I quietly go back inside, and I shut the door.
All right, give me a daring security roll. Task roll of 1, complication range of 1. Oof, nice. Yeah, you close the door behind you, and you just hear moaning outside as they're continuing their feast.
Do I recognize what those are?
Yes, these guys are infected with a cannibal plague that inhabited the planet. It's part of the reason why your sister died. These guys busted in the room, and they demanded money. They didn't know that there was a plague going on, and neither did you guys. they got attacked. Your sister ended up getting shot, and then you had to leave her for the plague-ridden monsters to be eaten because you couldn't save her.
Oof.
So that's why he's such a weirdo.
Yeah.
What do you do?
I'm going to quietly walk to the closet. I'm going to open it.
Yeah. She's just like, what is it?
Is there a back way out of the cave?
No.
We're going to stay here for a while. How much food do we
What do you
have?
mean you're going to stay here for a while?
Shut
What
up.
happened? Oh,
Shut up. There's a plague.
oh, what? What are you talking about? Presence
People
command
are-
roll. Same.
Presence command?
Yeah. So you can get a control of her. Good one, because she was going to do something stupid. Okay, yeah, you get control of the situation, and she's like, what? You're so different. What's wrong with you?
There
Did
is
you
a
fire
plague.
at somebody?
I just killed a man. Now shut up.
What? Why?
There is a plague going on.
A plague?
People are eating each other. How much food do we have?
I think we have enough for, like, a couple of days, maybe? We definitely don't have that much here.
Then we're going to ration it. We're going to stay inside. Do you understand?
Fine, And she just looks kind of sad, and she's just like, what's happening? Why are you so different?
His hands are shaking, and he's like, I don't know what's going on, but something has gone wrong. There's a plague turning people into cannibals.
And that's when you look over, that's when you just hear a noise. It's actually your communications device.
The fuck? I'm gonna answer it.
Yeah, and then
Hello?
when it opens up, you just hear, planet-side warning, biohazard has increased in your sector. Biohazard warning has increased in your sector. Also,
Does it keep repeating
hostile
that?
ships inbound through orbit. Origin unknown. 230 ships inbound. And she hears it, and she's like, what are we going to do?
Whatever we can to survive.
All right.
Stay quiet. Keep the lights off. We'll be.
Yeah, and then we're going to cut back to the captain, and you're currently on the ship, the bridge. And hold on one second here. Wrong one. So it's going to be like... And they're like, my God, I've never seen so many, and they're all converging on our location. Commander!
The captain just leaning back, like
Commander.
drinking his whiskey. He's just drinking his whiskey, and he's like, "Yeah, we're pretty boned.
Commander, what are you doing?
Drinking my
tactical.
whiskey." He points at all that, and he goes, "Sir, do you honestly think that this ship is going to stop
Get
230
this man
or
off
whatever?
my bridge."
I'd like to see you try."
Two guys walk up to you, give you a daring security roll of 2, complication 2, task roll of 1.
Yeah, Horatio knows some fuckery's going on with time, and he's not playing nice. He's gonna be that one guy in the Star Trek episode that doesn't like relive things for tragedy or memory. He's just gonna fight it the whole time.
No, that's fine. That's fine.
All right. What would you say the roll is?
Task roll of 1.
All right. In control and security?
Daring security.
All right. Daring and security. All right.
Yeah. Oof. Yeah. You take and punch the first guy. Hold on. Oof. And he fucks up, and he falls on the ground. Everyone looks over and sees you punch this guy. The other
Can
guy.
I roll to not spill the drink?
Yes, that would be a control and command roll.
All right.
Yeah, you don't spill your drink. You're holding it like perfectly well up, like a pro. Give me that same daring security roll, please.
Sure.
Oof. Yeah. You hit the other guy, and he lands on the ground, and they're like, "Commander, what is your problem?" And then you just see on the outside of the ship, you just hear, and then I don't have time for this. Everyone to their stations. They're just
He points to the captain and goes, "Would you believe I'm from the future? and I've been displaced back here, and I'm actually a Commodore.
They're all talking over you, like trying to like get shit done.
Yeah, he rolls and shrugs and he goes, figures, this has got to be a simulation. He yells at the ceiling. He's like, hey, turn this shit off. It's terrible.
It's low budget. One of them has a zipper on their back. Seriously.
Everybody behind the camera's like, we want to raise.
That's when you hear.
They're SAG.
You in the behind the scenes thing, you find out that he really improv that scene and just punched two people because he couldn't remember his lines.
Yeah. There's no. This is not a simulation. As that last piece of debris actually hit your arm and it singed your hair a bit.
And he's like, God damn it! I don't like this illusion at all.
What are you gonna do? You're currently surrounded, and you're sitting on the bridge of the Defiant.
Fine, he's gonna mash all the weapons buttons.
Okay.
He's like, if I'm going down toasted and toasting.
What are you doing, Commander? Give me presence and command roll.
He's gonna go, saving your ass, you spineless piece of shit.
Oof. Yeah, I don't even come close to that. Yeah, he just goes, what the fuck? And then that's when a piece of debris comes from the ceiling and hits the captain right on the head, and he falls down unconscious.
He goes, oh no, and nothing of value was lost.
You actually really cared about this guy at one point, but you're...
At one point, but this is him going back in the past. He's jaded now.
Yes. So you start going up to the machine. Give me a control con roll. Task roll of 1, complication range of 3.
All right.
And you fire. Oof. What's the wrong one? Yep, you fire, and you hit one of the other ships. You fire it again, and you hit the other ship, and they seem to be kind of breaking off because they weren't expecting you to actually do any damage, it looks like.
And he's gonna broadcast and say, we'll accept your surrender anytime you're ready, you Klingon fucks.
Yeah, and everyone on the ship is just like freaking out as you're somehow able to defend this, because they were trying to contact them, they weren't gonna fight. So you're currently fighting all of these, and then you look outside and you see the Klingon ships disappear.
He goes, yeah, I'm good.
But outside of that, you see 2 diamond-shaped ships coming closer and closer.
Tholians. All right, I'm gonna contact him.
Okay. Give me a control con roll, complication range of 5, task roll of 1. Oof. Yeah, you try to contact them, but they seem to not be listening.
Well, who can speak radio frequencies anyways?
The communications officer who is currently trying to get the ship back together.
Yeah, he points at that guy and he goes, hey, give me those Tholians on the horn and get someone to scoop this captain somewhere.
Sir, I think I got them up there. And you see this like person who looks like they're on fire, like it's a really like molten lava kind of thing, and you hear. So
he goes, patch in the universal translator.
Yeah, and you just hear like, your vessel has has gone into Tholian space and is now property of the Tholians.
He goes, hold on, you have fucked with the time-space continuum, and I know it, because I'm from the future, and I know you did it. You do this shit. No one likes you.
They're very confused. Give me a command presence roll, same thing.
I'm just gonna do the equivalent of, like, smacking them with a newspaper, like bad Tholians.
Oof. Yeah, they're really confused. They don't know what the hell you're talking about.
And he goes, listen here, you fuck with the time-space continuum. I read Kirk's brief. I read it. I know what you're doing.
They don't know what you're talking about. And
he goes, so help me God, if you make a web around this ship, I'll blow it up.
Oh, that's what they're already doing.
God damn it.
They start drawing a web around your ship. And everyone on the ship just starts, like, acting really strange.
He just folds his arms and he goes, fucking Tholians.
And then, Captain, give me an insight science roll. Complication range of 1, task roll of 1.
You understand the captain doesn't understand how the ship works, right?
That's fine.
Yeah, I didn't.
Actually, no,
he's got a 1 in science.
No, I didn't mean science.
Hell yeah.
Actually, give me.
He's gone up.
Captain. Oh, you know that's why I didn't give us the captains. Horatio. Okay. Give me a insight and engineering roll. I know that's not much better.
Yeah, it's gonna be terrible.
Okay.
Whoa.
Wow. Yeah. You look down at the chronometer, and you realized you aren't on this ship when this happened. They transferred you off a long time ago.
He goes, I knew it. He sends a message to the Tholians, and he's like, I'm tired of your time fuckery, and I'm going to blow this ship up.
They have no idea what you're talking about. What do you want to do?
Fine. He's walking over to the destruct console.
And then you just hear the ship going, please insert destruct sequence.
He's like trying to remember it because he's had a lot of drinks, and he goes, fucking whiskey.
Because of that inside engineering too, you can come up with it, whatever.
No, he's gonna be like, Destructo 111. Let's hope they didn't change it.
Command code accepted. Destruct.
Holy shit!
Activated.
All right, yeah. Here we go. Destruct 1. 60-second countdown.
60-second countdown initiated. Auto destruct in 60 seconds. And then you see one of the con guys. Give me a daring security roll. Complication range of 3, task roll of 1.
All right, 3 and 10. Got it.
Oh, you dodge out of the way just as another guy goes, ah! He tries to lunge at you. And he's like, I knew you were working with them. And he tries to choke you out. You notice that everyone on the bridge seems to be fighting each other.
He goes, he's really tired of this time fuckery. Like, really tired of it. So he's going to do a classic Three Stooges and do the 2 fingers into the eyes.
Hold on 1 second, Horatio. What do you got down there? Give me just a knockdown lethal thing. I'll count that as the. All right. You just hit that 5. That dice next to the 5. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. You do it to him. He doesn't get knocked down or anything, but he goes, "Oh fuck."
He's like, "Yeah, you mess with the captain, you get." God, I need to say something better.
Mess with the cap, you get the clap.
No, he's taking his shoe off. He's taking his shoe off, and he's got it in his hand. He's just slapping the guy in the face with it.
By Allah, I will give you a taste of my shoe.
He's like, "Get back to your station, you piece of shit."
He's not. He's just trying to fight you at this point. Everyone on the ship seems to be fighting each other as the Tholians build their web slowly around your ship.
And the destruct counts down.
Yes. 50 seconds. What's 10 seconds? 50 seconds remaining.
He goes, "At least I won't be on this piece of shit anymore, and I'll take those Tholians with me."
And then you just hear on the ship's thing, destruct sequence canceled.
God damn it! Nothing works today.
And then you hear, and the engine or the bridge goes dark. Everyone is still trying to fight each other. That guy left you alone, by the way.
He just goes. He's gonna try to figure out why the destruct stopped.
Okay, inside engineering roll, task roll 1, complication range of 1.
All right, inside engineering.
Yeah.
Got it.
Oof. Yeah, there should be no reason why it's shut down. You might have to go to engineering to actually reinstate it, and from there you can just defend it while you blow it up. Maybe you can make an improvised explosion.
Oh, Horatio knows how to break stuff. He's going down to the engineering, and he's yelling at the people on the bridge, and he goes, "I'll see you all in hell."
Yeah, you step out onto the turbo lift, And just as you step onto the turbo lift, the door opens, and then you find yourself on the bridge of a Klingon ship. And there's everyone walking around. Orion, you look up and you see Captain Horatio.
Oh, hey, Captain.
He's like, hey, how's it going? You doing the weird time thing too?
Yeah, and then you just hear the Klingon alarms as they're all like, we have a intruder on the ship! And they notice that they're also surrounded.
He goes, hey, before you freak out, what are you guys surrounded
Give
by?
me a daring security roll, Captain. Same one.
All right. He's still got a shoe in his hand.
Yeah, a Klingon goes to stab you with his knife, but you definitely move out of the way.
And I slap him with the shoe. Just
Yeah, and he
Real
falls down on the
gas.
ground, and he and the guy goes, "What is Starfleet doing aboard our vessel?"
He goes, I'm gonna tell you something, and if you disbelieve me, I'm throwing the shoe in your face.
You look great, Captain.
Thanks. So, he goes, all right. I've been traveling through time, and I'm pretty sure that is my communications officer from the future, and he points at Orion.
I gotta wait. Hey.
Yeah. He goes, we're really confused as to what's going on. I just tried to blow my ship up, and I walked through in time and space, and now I'm here, and I have no idea what's going on. So if you don't try to kill me, I won't try to kill all of you.
Talk, fool! I will not fall for your lies.
He
pulls
throws the
out-
shoe at his face.
Oof. Give me a daring security roll. See if you can do it again.
Yes.
roll for him.
Shoe.
Ooh, yeah.
Shoo-foo!
You hit him. Give me that knockdown damage. See if you can knock him unconscious with it.
Oh my God.
Damn. Let me see how much health I put for Klingon warrior. It doesn't kill him, but he does fall on his ass.
The captain goes and sits in the captain's seat and goes, all right, I'm in charge.
First order of business, drink.
And all the Klingon, all the Klingons around you have no idea what to do. They look down at their disgraced captain,
And he goes, get that man off my bridge. Bring me up some scotch.
Just go with it and get him his drink.
everyone leaves the bridge except Orion. They refuse to work for you.
So this is weird, right?
Yeah, this has been a weird day.
I feel really young, but I feel really.
The ship is under attack
By what?
by 230 Klingon vessels. What do you guys want to do?
Yeah, let's run.
Rail?
Run. Get us out of here.
Orion, give me control and complication range of 1, task roll of 1.
You got it, Captain.
All right. You somehow were able to evade all of the fire going on outside, all the torpedoes being fired in your direction, and you take off. Oops, wrong one. And you start flying away. You see that they are definitely in pursuit. As you guys start traveling along, Orion, you start to hear sounds of people. Lots of people.
Do you hear that, Captain?
No.
The captain doesn't hear it, but you hear. Orion
the
here.
time
Orion
thing.
here. Orion.
Orion here.
Orion here.
Oh,
Orion.
I'm
here.
Orion.
He leans back in his chair and he goes, plot me a course to a black hole. We're gonna take these guys for a ride.
Okay.
As you,
he puts his shoe back on. He's like, yeah, a new shoe would get the job done.
Orion, you notice on your console that those 230 ships that were behind you are now in front of you.
They're moving. Do I answer the call?
No, there's no call. It's just an alert.
They've moved in front of us, Captain.
He goes, well, that's bullshit. Once again, I think we're in a simulation.
I bite my thumb.
It hurts.
Do I get green paint on my teeth?
Yeah, like in one shot. It's like a little bit on your teeth and a couple of like the cutaways. But yeah, you realize that you are not in a simulation.
The captain goes, you know what? Double or nothing. Activate self-destruct.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Orion, give me control engineering, complication range of 4, task roll of 1.
Control engineering.
Yep. Remember, you're just a communications officer. You don't know what the hell you're doing. Ooh. You're not actually able to start a self-destruct, but you do remember an old trick a friend showed you how to overload the warp core, which might as well be self-destruct, so you start hitting the buttons.
Captain, I never was in charge of that type of thing, and I don't know.
Oh, I believe in you. Don't worry about it. I'd rather die than live another minute.
Yes, Slar showed me this one.
There has been an overload in the core.
Yeah, the captain goes, yeah, we did that. Prepare to die.
You hear a bunch of banging on the bridge door as they're all trying to get in.
Yeah, the captain goes, it's a good day to die. We're going to Stovacore. Don't worry about it.
You start hearing like the sound of photons fly right over your ship. The 230 ships are still in front of you.
Good.
What do you guys want to do?
Wait until we explode.
Okay. Then you start hearing.
Captain, I don't have the right booze for this.
Don't worry.
Then you just hear overload canceled.
That is twice. He points at Orion and he goes, note it in the record, I've tried to kill myself twice today and it's not worked. So we were
times two. Got it.
Yeah, he goes, tried to die twice. Did not happen. These ships have always been in this thing, so we know there's two constants. I can't die, and two, I'm good at shoes. I'm good at shoe food.
The bridge is starting to fall apart.
All right. The captain's he's like, you think we can make it to an escape pod?
Yeah. Do I remember where the escape pods are?
Daring
on
engineering, the both of you. Complication range of 1, task roll 1. There are no escape pods on the ship, by the way.
Oh, great.
It's a Klingon ship.
Good and good.
The escape pod is just a seatbelt?
Yeah, you guys are managed to avoid the debris, but then you know that
Inspirational post.
you do know that the bridge is starting to lose life support.
I'm gonna
Good.
drag my seat over next to the captain's chair and just kind of put my feet up.
Yeah, the captain's gonna put his feet up and he goes, well, if we die, at least we'll know that we were pretty cool. And you were mostly okay.
Yeah, just as you see the final bit of explosion in front of you, you guys find yourselves sitting in a lounge. And you look around.
Good call, Captain.
You look around and you see a bunch of Gorn all over the place. And Kirk is currently on his way to engineering.
And he holds up a finger and he goes, I did not know that I couldn't die. I was just gambling. Just FYI.
It paid off because I'm here as well.
Isn't that amazing? This is if this is the afterlife, man, this sucks.
Kirk, give me an insight science roll. Complication range of 2, task roll of 1. Oof. You don't really detect anything out of the ordinary, but you do hear familiar voices.
I think I see Kirk over there.
I hear lots of familiar voices.
Yeah, you hear
Most of them
voices
hissing,
actually
wait.
speaking.
That's not
Yeah, we're
hissing.
speaking English.
Yeah.
Whoever there isn't hissing.
Hey, beautiful, over here.
Oh, Ryan.
All the
What are you
Gorn
doing
stop
here?
and they
Nice
look.
shirt.
All the Gorn stop and
Yeah.
they look at the captain and Orion, and they don't know what to do. You just
The
hear,
captain just kind of waves, just a
the-
polite, like, yeah.
The captain's my slave.
they've
Carry
never
on
seen
there
a-
with me.
They have never seen a human before, so they're all like looking
These
at-
are my specimens.
Yep. we're
Specimens.
We're
What
both
are you
possums.
saying? Specimens. You're an engineer,
Oh,
not a
right.
scientist.
Shit.
Funny story. Finger guns.
So, you two may be in quite a bit of trouble.
You just,
Pretty sure we can't die.
Yeah, the captain explains, I've tried to kill myself twice today. Hasn't worked. I don't think we can die.
You just
this is
you hear-
fucked up.
You hear a thing come up on your alert, like, Kirk, you are supposed to be in the engineering section. We need your help.
There's something strange going on. I have two.
Well, I don't care
refugees
about
with-
your excuses. Get down here now.
He goes,
Captain,
I
Kirk,
wanted an engineering
Captain, all you can hear is hissing.
he goes,
I wanted
is
an
this your
engineering
language? Is
Yeah,
this your language?
Yes, it's quite an eloquent language.
The captain just sighs and goes, look, two constants. One, we can't die. Two, there's 230 Klingon ships. This is always the constant.
230. That happened here as well.
You see all the Gorn flying around.
That is them.
Yeah, I figured. I mean, yeah.
So what should we do then?
Well, we should sit here and wait till the ship blows up, and then we'll go somewhere else in time and space and fucking up.
I don't know anything better to do. You have any alcohol?
No, I drank it all.
And then that's when you see 5 Gorn turn and look at Captain, and they're like, "We must sacrifice Captain. We must sacrifice." They grab you, Captain, and they actually hurt.
Oh, this is different.
This is different. What do you do?
The captain bites the nearest one's finger, and he goes, "I'm rabid."
Daring security. Yeah, they can't understand you.
Yeah, oh shit, he's gonna act crazy. Well, all right, maybe not act.
Normal.
Okay. Oh,
yeah,
okay.
he just bite.
1 second, Ross. We're gonna get to you in a minute. Yeah, you bite them. They also go after Orion, and Orion, you're being pulled by your feet, and then one got your arm.
Whoa.
Like they're like trying to. They're like, "This one's mine."
Yeah, the captain's biting the shit out of him.
Gurkek's just going to shout, "Sacrifice these ones, and the Klingons will never stop attacking."
Oh.
They don't. They give me a command presence roll, Gurkek. Oof! Yeah,
Yes.
nicely done. They immediately stop what they're doing and they drop Orion on the ground. But
Wow.
in production, they make the sound of someone falling on the ground, but you in like the shot,
They lower me slowly.
yeah, you get lowered slowly, and you're like, oh.
Ow.
No, they lower him slowly onto a pillow, but they speed it up. They speed it up so it looks like he's dropped, but it's way over cranked.
Yeah.
They get like a picture of me kind of walking off set.
Just for an instant.
I'm here.
So,
Slar, are you leaving?
Only for 5 minutes.
Oh, okay. Well, I'll skip over from you to.
Thank you.
I'm gonna save you for last. Okay. So you guys are currently on the in this mess hall, and you're all just kind of like waiting for something to happen that's not happening yet.
okay, Captain, are you sure about your theory?
Yep.
Captain.
So far, batting 100.
Give me all three of you. Give me a fitness security roll, task roll of 3, complication range of 1. No, complication range. Sorry, I meant the other way around. Complication range of 3, task roll 1.
I did it right.
Yeah.
I did it wrong in this. I did
I
it
am
right.
so
Nice.
weak.
Yeah, no, you guys all dodge out of the way of a piece of debris that lands. Captain, it hits like a bit of the sparks hit you, and they're very hot.
Ow.
Captain, this is different.
Captain, I'm not so sure about this plan.
Yeah, I know. It's not perfect, but what has been?
What do you guys want to do?
Not much today.
We need to escape, or figure out how to call those Klingons and yell at them.
There is a communications array inside that area. I think maybe.
To the communications array.
Would I or Gurkek be
yeah.
better at this one?
If you both do a engineering, inside engineering roll, complication range of 2, task roll of 1. Gurkek, you're not much of an engineer. You never were in the beginning, so you're like I'm all about my animals. As a matter of fact, I
was in the beginning.
Yeah, you notice that your pet pterodactyl, baby pterodactyl, is actually inside of a cage, like flapping around, kind of scared from all the explosions.
Oh.
I mean, you can go get it.
Well, I've got to save that. Yeah, I want to save.
Yeah.
Yeah, you go to grab. Do you want to open the cage and grab it out?
Can I just take the whole cage?
You could take the whole. No, actually, no, you can't because it's.
Oh no, it's probably a large cage.
Yeah, it's.
Well, I'll just take the pterodactyl.
Yeah, you open up the cage. Captain, give me a fitness security roll. Task roll of 2, complication range of 1. Sorry, reversed. Complication 2.
Oh, all right.
task roll 1. Yeah. Oof, yeah. Captain, you just see this big giant thing of like lizard feathery dinosaur come flying right at you going, ah! And then it flies right at you, but you dodge right out of the way as it hits the wall. Thunk, and it keeps flapping.
No, Captain, it's terrified.
He goes, I'm terrified.
That was good. Yeah. So not a dinosaur. Nick, our resident dinosaur guy, and Quest for Glory guy, he's telling me it's not.
Are dinosaurs.
Yeah, he's
I know a lot about dinosaurs. I have seen every Jurassic Park at least halfway through.
Nick is a fan of paleontology, so he knows quite a bit about dinosaurs. He's
Well, having seen half of the Jurassic Parks halfway through, I know just as much as he does, surely.
Exactly. Paleontologists
Member
know
of the
nothing.
lodge,
This is from
yes.
an archaeologist.
I can hear him screaming through the internet.
All those dinosaurs were real.
Doctor Mama. But yeah, so you are able to make a communication, and you're opened up to the to out there in space.
All right, he goes, listen, you dicks, you crossed us through space and time, and there's 230 of you in every iteration of this. I've tried to blow myself up twice, and now I'm on a Gorn ship, and he goes, no offense. And, you know, I really...
Taken.
I really am tired of this shit. I'm tired of the repeats. I'm tired of all of this crap. If you want to kill me, kill me. But I will fight you with a shoe. I will fight you with an elbow. I'll fight you with a starship. I'll drive the starship up your ass as soon as I can get to the fucking bridge. But if you don't tell me what the fuck is going on, I'm going to come over there with a shoe and you're going to be...
They just keep firing even more now.
He goes, well, I tried diplomacy.
Captain, you start hearing like, get me my whiskey, give me my scotch, give me my fucking scotch. You just keep hearing that. It's a whisper. Only you can hear it.
He goes, I'm hearing myself asking for scotch.
Fucking scotch. Give me my fucking scotch. Orion, you start hearing like, Orion here. Orion here. Grikek, you start hearing the sounds of happy possums.
He goes out all happy.
Yeah, you just start hearing that.
No,
Anyway.
not again.
Yeah, and then the room fills up with white light, and it flashes. And now you find yourself in a Starfleet vessel of some kind. You're just in a room. It's definitely like a broom closet.
This seems more familiar.
Huh.
In the closet. I mean.
What's going on?
Try
I
the
thought we
door.
were just dying.
I tried the door.
Yeah, you open the door, and then you see Frank running out of the hallway from that guy he just told off. And
Yeah,
the
we
ship
just
is-
go, hey, we're like, hey,
I see where
Frank.
I was like,
Hello, Frank.
Orion! Oh God, Orion, you're safe. Oh, I mean, it's good to see you all.
He raises a finger and he goes, let me guess. Trapped in the past, everything sucks. Everything's different but the same. Nothing fits. You're confused. 230 Klingons can't die.
Well, I don't know about the not being able to die part, but I did take a bench to the
Oh,
face.
we've
still
been
not sure
rolling the
about that
dice on that. We're bored.
That sounds typical of you, Cap.
Yeah, no, we're about to die. Again.
Frank, you realize that this never happened. This station never exploded.
Yeah, I mean, this is really out of the ordinary. We never got attacked by Klingons. This isn't the station that that exploded.
I blew. So what do you want to do?
I'm gonna run to the.
There are shuttlecraft.
Right?
You can always run to the shuttlecraft if you want.
No, I'm tired of being a coward. I'm gonna stand a fight.
He goes, it's about time you show some backbone.
Okay,
Yeah,
you guys are.
I can put your backbone back together once he cracks it.
You go to.
Yeah, we'll get some more backbone.
You go to
We'll
the
give you
aux-
twice as much.
You go to the auxiliary control station, and there's nobody in there currently.
I want to take control of all of the outpost weapons. I'm gonna start shooting everything.
All right,
Yeah.
give me a control engineering. Task roll of 2. Sorry, complication of 2. Task roll of 1. Ooh, nice. Let's see what the Klingons get to do. Nothing. So, damn, these dice suck. So then you just hear the computer credentials checked. Commander Horrigan now in command. You're acting.
Fuck yeah.
You're acting captain now.
All right. Open fire. Everything full spread.
Activating 45 torpedo banks.
Oh yeah.
Nice.
Now, if you can imagine, the outside of the space station is just shooting like phasers and torpedoes everywhere.
And then we just started blasting.
And you see all these Klingon ships on the view screen in front of you exploding, and some of them are backing off. And the ships are actually retreating. They're actually moving away.
He goes, you know what, Frank? I'm gonna promote you to not bitch when we get back to our timeline, if we live.
I feel like we're gonna make it, Cap. You're here.
That's when
You've always gotten us
Captain,
through.
you start to hear something again, very clearly. Give me my fucking scotch. Give me my fucking scotch.
He goes, I'm hearing voices.
Give me my fucking scotch. And then you hear Orion here.
Are they
Orion.
possum voices?
Orion, you start hearing Orion here. Orion.
Right here.
Orion here. Then Gurkek, you hear happy possum noises. And then Frank, you start to hear, listen here, Morty. Oh, you get. No, I'm kidding. You just hear like oh, Captain, I don't know what to do. Captain, I don't know what to do. Cap. You just start hearing that. It's like a distant future. And then there's a white light. I kid you not. The officer turned himself into a pickle. So good. Oh, man. But yeah, you guys start hearing it, and then you hear... And you find yourself inside a cave. And Ross, you see these guys just appear in front of you.
Oh, this day just keeps getting better and better.
Hello, Ross.
Hi,
Hey.
how's it going?
Hey, buddy.
Captain Orion.
You're
Hey.
very young.
I know. Don't open the door.
Yeah, your
Hold on.
sister
Your
comes
friend.
out like, who the hell are these guys?
I'm Orion.
Everybody, this is my sister. She died.
What?
What?
He looks pretty healthy right now.
He leans into Ross and he goes, hey, first rule about time travel, don't funk shit up. Second rule about time travel, don't tell people that are gonna die. Third of all, I think this is a simulation.
And she just goes, you just don't listen to my brother. And she looks over at Frank and she goes, who's the cute guy?
I shoot Frank.
The captain goes, you know I can marry people, right?
It's true.
So I will actually beat you.
That's when you guys start hearing. Oh.
Yeah, the captain takes his shoe off and he goes, all right, what is it, Klingons?
You ever watch those old Earth movies?
Yeah, I saw one or two.
You know what a zombie is?
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
And you hear
What is
clawing
that?
and scratching.
All right, let's move something in front of the door.
Yep.
That's a good call. Insight
start moving the
engineering,
table.
everybody.
Because he's seen the old Earth movies, so.
Complication range of 1, task roll 1.
Inside engineering?
Yep, let me.
Woo!
Cool. Yeah. Oh, your sound just died. 1 sec. Okay, I'll be back in a sec. Okay, so Horatio, Horatio, you notice a bottle of booze and you're like, no, fuck it. You start drinking Ross's booze while everyone else does the menial labor. Orion has this wonderful shot of him picking up a coffee table, but for some reason his shirt is off and he's wet. And there's a lot of light on him
I'm
as he's
listening like they sprayed me with Pam.
yeah, and you're like putting it down, but there's just like a really good shot of you.
Oh.
So it's like a sheen.
slow-mo.
Oh god.
Kirk, you have the exact same thing except you're picking up an armoire, and for some reason you have like like really buff scales and like a 12-pack as you're putting it on there. And you guys are putting it in there.
We're gonna get art of this, you know.
Yeah.
Great.
Okay, so you guys start piling stuff up in front of the door. Ross, you don't help because you're just readying your weapon.
Yeah, I'm talking to my sister. I'm like, look, no matter what happens, you're going to stay in the closet, okay? Don't open it no matter what you see or hear.
Of course, fine. He's like, but you have to tell me who your cute friend is after all this is done. And she
His name's
down,
Frank. Don't touch him.
She looks down at Frank's ass and then closes the door.
I wanted to ask her something, but it's too late.
What do you want to ask her?
My good brother.
Oh, well, you gonna ask her that like in front of all these people?
Yeah. I will judge you.
Okay. You ask her. Go ahead.
Hey,
What?
sis.
What?
Was I a good brother?
What are you talking about?
Because we don't have time for this crap.
And she just goes, no, you're the best brother I think I could ever ask for, but you're not a good one.
Live studio audience collectively. Oh.
Yeah.
The single tear rolls down his cheek.
Zoom in on that tear.
Yeah. Then the top of the cave starts rumbling, and then you hear, everybody give me a daring security roll, task roll of 1, complication range 2. Let me roll something here.
Whoa! Wait, I fucked
Nope.
up.
Yeah. You rolled 22. No.
2 and I hit challenge. Sorry. Fuck. I had 2 2s and block.
Nice. Okay, Orion, you get hit by a hot boulder. Yeah, and you take 2 pieces of damage.
You stress it down.
Yes. Frank, did you roll? Yeah, you did. I see it.
Yep.
I got it. Yep. Everyone else is fine.
Why is the boulder hot?
Kirk is fine. Yeah, everyone. Yeah, because they're trying to shoot into your thing. And more of the cave starts collapsing. You hear a scream from the closet, and then it's cut short.
No. I rush to the closet.
And there's nothing but rocks in there.
No.
Just remember, Ross, you were the best brother.
And then you turn around and you see your sister has the fridge door open, and she's just like, "What? What happened?"
What?
What happened?
Doesn't matter. Move the stuff in front of the door. We're going out.
Fine, if you say so. And then she gets really close to you, Frank, and she starts like going like, "So, are you a Starfleet officer?"
What is going on?
Wrap my arm around to make sure she's safe. Oh, don't worry. Ross, make sure she's so.
Thanks, buddy. I get real close to him. I pat him on the shoulder. I'm going to break every bone in your body when we get.
He's like this small kid right now.
So, Captain, you start to hear like, "Give me my fucking scotch. Give me my fucking scotch." Orion
He goes, "Shut up, me."
Yeah. Orion here.
I've said Orion here a lot.
Yeah. And Frank, you just hear. Your noise, and then Gerkek, you hear, and Ross, you actually start to hear the sounds of an M14 firing, just over and over again.
Yes. God, the Vietnam flashbacks.
And Klingon screaming, and then right as you guys are about to open the door, you guys are in a totally different area. And you find yourself outside, and you see a very familiar Gorn just sitting there trying his best to build what looks like a cannon.
He goes, why are you building a fucking cannon out of wood? Are you an idiot?
Slar, you see your friends all just standing there.
Captain, if I may, this is bullshit.
If I may, this is bullshit. And that's when they had to fire Kirk for swearing on TV. No.
I wish they hadn't fired the writers.
Yeah. What do you want to do?
Slur will turn around and go, "Oh my God, Captain! This is where I get to fight Kirk again. My
He goes,
vengeance."
oh no, not Kirk.
You see Kirk, and he goes.
Yes.
He just looks like he's building something, Captain.
All right, Captain's just gonna walk up there.
Kirk turns around really quick, and he goes, huh, "Who the hell are you?"
Is Kirk's shirt on?
No, it's ripped.
Oh God. All right, so the captain's just gonna go. All right.
Is this some sort of illusion? Am I
Yeah, because the
dreaming?
Gorn can make drunks appear. Look, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna talk, and you're gonna stop building that stupid fucking cannon.
Oh wait, this is Kirk. I'm a big fan.
No.
Sorry.
Everyone starts going around
Kirk.
Kirk. What do you say to Kirk?
Kirk, I've heard about you and your crew and the things you've accomplished. It's amazing.
Frank
Can
just
I-
walks
can I
up with
put your-
like a notepad. He's like, "Can you sign my?"
I'm a big fan. How
All
did
right,
we get him?
The captain goes. There's two ways this is gonna end, Kirk. One, you listen to what we say, or two, I slap the taste out of your mouth with my fucking shoe.
I
my sister
don't
still
understand what
here?
you're saying. Are you from Starfleet?
No, we're actually from a different future, and this has happened in the past.
We are
Always
from Starfleet.
time travel, huh?
Yeah.
Slar, give me a insight engineering roll, task roll of 1, complication range of 1.
Slur will do this. Task roll complication 1.
Nice.
Yeah.
Well done. Hold on, let me roll something. Okay. Yeah, he just goes, "Captain, I have to get off this planet."
Yeah, so do we. We're in the same shoe.
He
thing.
notices all the Klingon ships and he goes, "My God, what is happening?"
Well, we don't know, but the ships are a constant throughout everything we've experienced.
Captain, that's when you hear the sound of an explosion from a distance. And then Kirk is just standing there, and he looks up and he's like, "I think we need to," and he disappears from in front of you because a cannon just shot straight through him and sent him 30 feet back.
He looks back.
There's just a big giant explosion of blood in front of you. You just see it here as he just disappears.
And he goes, he looks back along the vapor trail to what I presume is a Gorn holding a cannon.
It's like he has like a little stick with like a fire on it and everything, and he has Boulder under his other hand.
He's doing a victory dance. Yeah.
He goes,
I'm just immediately going to run over and join him in the traditional Gorn victory.
I
yeah,
will also join them in what I think is the tradition.
Yeah, you just start river dancing.
Did you just kill Captain Kirk?
yeah. The captain sits down on a rock and he goes, "I'm not writing this report. I'm not writing a goddamn thing. I'm not."
Do I kill them? Do I arrest them?
No, that was pretty awesome. For one, for two, I don't think this is real.
This timeline's fucked either way.
You just look over and you see the top half of Kirk. His legs are gone, laying there, and you can see he's still slightly moving.
Yeah, I am looking around for my sister. Is she around?
Yeah, she's actually just hanging out with you. Somehow you brought her into the timeline with you.
Oh my God! Thank you.
I'll make sure I
Yeah.
hold her close for you. Don't worry.
He's gonna walk over to Kirk and he goes, "Can't you just die normally?"
I have to tell you something.
He goes, "If this is a simulation or you say something stupid, I'm going to desecrate your corpse."
He's like, "Get me my fucking scotch." And then he falls over and dies.
Oh my God.
And Horatio stands there a moment and he goes, "I'm definitely not writing this report."
That's when you start to hear it again, Captain. Give me my fucking scotch. And this time it's really loud. Give me my fucking scotch. And then you hear Orion here, Orion here.
Right here.
Yeah. Then you start to hear Ross. You just start to hear the sounds of an M14 and Fortunate Son in the background. Frank, you start to hear like on the. You hear Drac yelling at you is what you hear, and then Slar, you start to hear the sounds like.
He's just gonna start rocking it.
Yeah.
I like these beats.
Grakek, you just start hearing the happy possum noises. And
I think
then,
we'll find a new catchphrase.
as you guys start to realize that something is about to happen, it does. And
Strike
now,
a pose.
and you guys are currently back on the Thunderchild, Captain. Someone is pouring you a scotch. Orion, you're sitting at your console, and you're currently connecting a call, and you're listening to them. And you go, Orion here.
All right.
Yeah, Captain had said, "Get me my fucking scotch." Frank screams because the captain saying that spooked him. Yeah. Grakek is down there petting his happy possums. And Slar, you just have the boom, the boom, the boom. Ross, you look down and you see that you no longer have a hand, your normal hand. It's all mechanical again, an M14. But you no longer see your sister. You do hear the M14 going off though in the next room.
I run to that room.
It's just your guys training.
My hand to red flag.
But yeah, Captain, you look on your. You guys are not out of trouble yet, because on the thing. This is when you guys originally left, but now the Klingon ships are currently surrounding you.
He goes, "Get me the Klingon commander," and he takes a swig of his scotch.
I'll try to connect.
Actually, Orion, you get a call.
Ryan here.
This is Captain Mika and Captain Soros and Captain Siku. And all these other captains are contacting you guys at once.
Put them on the view screen.
Yeah.
So it looks like Hollywood Squares.
Yeah.
It's just
There's like 8 captains.
Here's the story.
And they're all
lovely.
And Captain, you recognize them. They're all captains of the Miranda class vessels, which were being decommissioned. Yours being the last one. And they're like, "Captain, we're ready to stand behind you."
And he goes, "All right."
Commodore, we're ready to stand behind you.
He puts his scotch down and he goes, "Boldly they rode." Ladies and gentlemen, when I say full speed ahead and all weapons ready, we're going down in a blaze of glory, and we will remind them the Miranda class stood for something.
And as you transmit this message, on the exterior shot of the ship, you see several different Miranda-class ships getting in formation with Thunderchild in front. Several of them still kind of beat up and bruised and damaged because they haven't received the amount of repairs. Captain, you look over looking for help. You see that the Enterprise is currently docked in space dock, receiving repairs because its hull had been massively damaged from its last mission. And the people of Earth can do nothing but look on as this fleet of Miranda-class ships currently face down 230 Klingon warships closing in on Earth. But what will happen to them? Find out on the next episode of Star Trek!
Now that's a cliffhanger.
Yes.
Fuck.
That was good.
I liked it. I really liked the hell out of that.
That was
That's really great.
Oh, it's not over. The whole time travel thing and everything's about to come. It's going to make sense in the next episode. So it'll be like, why did they travel back in time? What had happened to the crew of the Thunderchild? Does Ross's sister make it back in time with him? Or is he just going to shoot everyone out of anger?
Yes.
Will Frank get lucky?
Will Frank get lucky?
Will Frank die a virgin?
Probably.
Will the Miranda class be able to defend Earth?
So here's a
Orion
question:
here.
when do we get our own version of Dawson's Kristen?
What?
Never heard that song?
It's a filk song. It's about a starship that went down fighting.
Oh. Will Ross ever hit puberty?
Wow.
Again, he meant again.
That was good. Find out on the next episode of Star Trek. Now, after a word
Thanks for watching,
from our
guys.
sponsors, Clorox. Clorox bleach can get blood out of anything.
And you see this
How do we
Orion,
know
you
this?
see
We
Orion
legally
like
can't
wiping
answer.
off. You see O'Brien like washing off his green paint with it. Terrible.
And then he
fucking
starts
idea.
screaming. He's like, "Ah!"
It burns!
And then it shows O.J. Simpson wink.
Grekek and Slar, it cuts to like a anti-drug commercial from like the 1960s, and you guys are in full costume, and they're like, "All right, just read the script and go."
All right, human children, you should not do drugs. This is Slar
And Grekek.
and Grekek.
Uh,
Ronald Reagan says,
It's
don't do
This is
drugs.
1960s.
Now Ronald Reagan was in movies.
Yes.
Ronald Reagan, still in movies, says, winners don't do drugs.
You're
the
just
dog
covered.
thing.
You're covered in cute animals, Grekek. And then
You are covered in cute animals.
that's when somebody's like, "All right, I think we're good." And then one of the animals just freaks out on the PA, like, "Ah, ah, ah!" And then you take your hat off, or you take your mask off, and you're like, "Oh, dude, shit, I'm sorry."
We have mask?
No, it's well, you're the method actor.
He takes off the mask and there's just another Gorn head on him.
Yeah,
But smaller, much smaller.
they need a BPL courtesy flush fan art dump. Oh man, that would be nice. But yeah, Orion is you're selling. Hey, Orion, you are selling a broom you're selling a vacuum cleaner for housewives in the 1960s.
Kirby is the brand for you.
And it shows you like vacuuming, and you're like,
Yeah, like
no
just
shirt.
staring at the camera, no shirt, glistening, just doing like weird poses and picking it up and like bench pressing it.
Captain Horatio's character, the actor McNulty playing Captain Horatio, is like, check out McNulty in his newest role as Detective Dick, and it's just.
What do you mean I shot him 8 times in the face? He was guilty of being alive. And he's still got the Star Trek uniform on.
Yeah, because you didn't take it off.
It's the only clothes he's got.
Oh, it's yours now.
Oh man, Frank, you're currently the weatherman for Idaho.
The whole state?
Yeah.
You may know me as my role as Frank Horgan on Star Trek, but right now the weather's looking beautiful for Idaho. Look at the nice sunshine we're gonna get. Have a good one.
Enjoy your
And Nick
potatoes.
Nolte crashes into the set drunk, and he's just shooting a gun with blanks.
Oh God, not again!
And it just
Test pattern.
with the Indian head and everything.
Get the old test pattern.
We'll be back in
As
just a
the
few
civil
moments.
defense logo on it.
Wait, Private Dick, yeah. That's good.
Richard Dick.
Oh man, that
Richard Dickington.
was good.
He's good at the dicking.
And Ross, you are currently trying to do a kind of Baywatch thing.
Oh no.
Yeah, and you're just like running down the beach all slow motion, and it's playing like 70s music.
Except he's got an M14 and he's
Yeah.
shooting dolphins.
Coming soon to Channel 3. Dolphin Hunter. You're like, give me a catchphrase for Dolphin Hunter. What would be your catchphrase?
Oh God. They may look cute, but God, do they taste good.
They
One
call him
blowhole was not
Flipper.
enough.
Yeah.
Faster than
All right.
lightning.
That's the end of Star Trek for tonight. We'll continue.
Meat of the sea.
Tuna of the sea.
We'll be back again.
Ross is a spokesman for Sun-Kissed Tuna.
Now with more dolphin.
We're gonna return back again next Saturday to complete the season finale of Star Trek. But yeah, I think that was pretty good. I'm glad you guys enjoyed it. I look forward to the big reveals next week. And yeah, that's pretty much it for tonight. And hopefully Pablo will be able to join us, so that way Drac can be like, "What is this happening, Captain? I was drunk in my room."
Yeah, they keep trying to take him through time and space, and they're like, whoever's doing this is like poking him with sticks, and they're like, "Come on,
do it."
You're supposed to be on stage.
Yeah, but yeah, that was a lot of fun. But yeah, I think that's pretty much.
That was great. That was great.
Are you ready for the kazoo?
Uh-huh.
All right, here we go. Thank you guys for joining us here in the Courtesy Flush, and we'll see you next week for Star Trek. Someone flushed a toilet. That was perfect.
Perfect timing.
Right.
Yeah, Orion's here.
Sick, boo-boo, sick.